47. Judgment of Babylon?
Yeah, Isaiah 45.
45,
Yeah,
start at the top.
kind of like the fourth verse, I think. Verse 5.
Okay, kind. I'm ready, yeah.
All right, Shalom, real Hebrew Israelites coming week in and week out. Prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom of America. All right, the rulership of the so-called white man. And before that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Hakadash.
We want to give double honor to the head apostle, that is a great minister of the rule well. Peace and blessings, he sincere, Aki, the epistle is truth, all over the four corners of the earth, week in and week out, in our truth and sincerity. All right, you can go ahead and open up with that.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 45. Oh, she coming in. Nah, you good. You yours. All right, this is Isaiah 45 and verse 5. I am Yahweh, and there is none else. There is no power beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me.
That's right. You know, the Most High Yahweh controls all things, man. Everything's in the control of the Lord. You know, there's nothing out of his control. Like these so-called Christians, these pork chops, these pastors, like to teach that the spiritual demon Satan has this power that
Shalom.
can rival the Most High Yahweh. You know, he controls all matters, all things are under his control. Keep going out.
It says, verse 6, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am Yahweh, and there is none else.
That's right. There's no power above the Most High. Okay? You know, and the Most High Yahweh and his son Yahweh are separate entities. You know, they're not the same entity like these so-called Christians like to teach in these churches, man, concerning the Trinity doctrine. Tom, go ahead.
So Rock 24:24. Think not to be strong in the Lord, that he may confirm you. Cleave unto him, for the Lord Almighty is the power alone. And beside him there is no other Savior.
That's right. You know, there was none before him. Man. He's all, the Most High, there's no beginning and no end. Man. You know, he has always been here. All right. Tom, go ahead.
Sirach 18:1. He that liveth forever created all things in general.
God, that's right. And the Most High has lived forever, man. Okay? And here it is, you so-called Christians are trying to say, but God can't do this, and he won't do this, he loves this. Hey, you can't tell the Most High, you know, what he can do, man. He does what he wants to do, man. You know?
It says, verse 2, the Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he.
That's right, man. Okay? Through him, hey, the Most High has created all things, man. Okay? He controls all things, man. A leaf is not going to fall off a branch, all right? You know, a squirrel is not going to jump off a tree without the okay from the Most High Yahweh, man. All right? But these so-called Christians, man, they don't believe that the Most High has all power, man. You know?
I got a quick one, brother.
They portray that the Most High only has a little bit of power. He has a certain amount of power, but you know, they say the devil, they are referring to Satan, you know, has this amount of power which he can combat and rival and come against the Most High Yahweh, which the world even calls God. You know, and that's just a bunch of false doctrine. Okay? Go ahead, Art.
Oh, yeah. This is Isaiah 45 and 18. For thus saith Yahweh that created the heavens, the Most High himself formed the earth and made it. He hath established it. He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. I am Yahweh, and there is none else.
That's right. That's right. You know? Hey, there's none else, man. Now skip back up to it. Where you at?
7. I'm about to hit 7. Yep. This is Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things.
That's right. The Lord creates peace and evil, death. Okay? When you see someone commit suicide, hey, that's the work of Yahweh, man. Okay? When you see these little babies get put to death, when you see people slaughtered, people dying, earthquakes, okay, tornadoes, hurricanes, that's the work of the Most High, man. You know? When people die horrible deaths, man, that's the work of the Lord, man. You know? Keep going out.
It says here for my footnotes, it says for evil, it says calamity.
Ah, that's right. And the Most High controls calamity. Okay? Why do you think it says in the scripture that the Most High is going to laugh at your calamity?
That's
You
right.
know?
Shalom,
He's
Mike.
going to laugh because he put you through that calamity.
Right.
You know? He put you through that torture. Okay? He put you in that concentration camp. He put you before them garbage troops that are going to slaughter you, your kids, and your family, man. The Lord did that.
He talks about what he told you, you shall sleep alone.
Yep, I did. Amos 5 and 18.
You put your hand on the wall, and the serpent bites you, man. And that's, you know, going into like you can't escape, okay? Your judgment, you can't escape what's coming to you, man. You know? Because that's how it's going to be, man, when all hell breaks loose, man.
I got the definition for
God, go
calamity.
ahead, yeah, you bring that out.
It says calamity, an event causing great and often sudden damage or disaster. Or distress, a disaster. It says catastrophe, tragedy, a devastating blow, a crisis. And I think if you look up the word crisis in the blue letter somewhere, it means judgment. I'm going to find it. Nah, but that was there more on 45 and
I
8?
think you pretty much hit the
Okay, con.
you know? Can you read that definition again, Salaki?
For,
You still
for,
got it?
yeah, for calamity.
Yeah.
It says an event causing great and often sudden damage or distress, a disaster.
A disaster, man. A disaster is going to happen to America, man. A disaster, okay? These people are going to go through distress, okay? Mourning, all right? And how is the Most High Yahweh going to laugh, all right, in the time of the calamity? He's going to laugh by the way of his prophets, man. You know? You know, through his prophets, he's going to laugh. Man. We're going to be out here, we're going to be seeing these people get punished, you know? All these people that mock and scoff and scorn, okay, that took the juice, that wore the mask every day, you know? They're going to be out here going through it, man, and we're going to be out here laughing, you know?
They got firmly vaccinated and still got sick.
Yeah.
Still got sick.
Yeah.
Still in the hospital.
Right.
Dead in the hospital.
Right.
But that,
What else? God, I mean, what else can you do? After you told your people, hey, if you had told someone, hey, this was about to happen, you can do this, hey, that is this ain't that, and then time and time again, they just choose and refuse to believe you. When you see what happens, and then you see what comes to pass that you told them, you ain't got nothing else to do but laugh, you know? Especially when they're wicked, you know? You got it.
Proverbs 24:20. For there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. My son, fear thou the Lord and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change.
That's right. The candle of the wicked can be put out. The wicked so-called men, and the wicked concerning these elite Edomites. Okay? Some of their rulership is going to be brought down. Okay?
Yeah, they tell you about dreams. You see, they tell you about anybody that thought of a dream about a person that chased the wind.
Right.
You can't catch the wind.
Right.
Because the genie of the super white man, he's going to
Right.
The genie of the 2/3, they're going to live like in abundance. Why they're prisoners of war, like Lily Fuller. How you a prisoner of war think he's going to live in abundance life?
Right. And that's all people, man. Hey, when Martin Luther King was on the scene, you know, he said, I had a dream. I was trying to clap their hands. Until this day, they still follow that dream and uphold that spirit, man. Okay? You know, and now look at them now, man. You know, with Martin, like going into it, Martin Luther King was nothing but a pawn, okay? You know, a tool that the so-called white man used. Con. He needed you niggas he needed you so-called Negroes and Native Americans to integrate and think the so-called white man's your friend, to forgive him, and say, hey, oh, he's not so bad, you know? This, that, and so
all
forth.
suffering.
Con. So he can put them chains on your mind, man. You know?
When you go into war, that, you know, when it tells you in the scripture that, before you go into war, you sit down and count the cost. He's already counting the cost, how many people, people going to die.
He's willing to sacrifice them all.
You know? He's
Right.
He even lying to
Right.
people.
He's willing to sacrifice them all. Like going back to Esau, man. He said, man, give me the porridge. Give me that pottage. I'm famished. Man, I'm ready to give it all. Hey, take my birthright. Here, whatever you want. Just give me the pottage and the wood. Give me the food. I'm gonna eat it. I give you whatever you want. All right. You know, that's the mindset of this man. He's willing to sacrifice all his people. Okay. To hold on to what he's got, to push his new order to the full extent. You know, hey, a lot of Edomites are gonna die when they push martial law, when they push this Quran on a high level, and all hell is breaking loose. But he's really trying to fulfill his new world order. You know, he's taking his own people out as well. I mean, Edomites in these concentration camps. You know, because they could be our goods.
I got that. So in the Greek, for the word judgment is crises. It is G 2920, and the definition says a separating, sundering separation, a trial, contest, selection, judgment, opinion, or decision given concerning anything, especially concerning justice and injustice, right and wrong. It says sentence or condemnation, damnatory judgment, and condemnation and punishment. So judgment coincides with crisis, man. So when calamity comes, that's the crisis or the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai concerning good or evil, man. Y'all got it.
Finish it out.
So my son, fear thou the Lord and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change.
The majority of our people, they don't fear the Lord, man.
They're double-minded.
God, who do they fear, man? According to what Isaiah, you know, they fear the modern day Pharaoh, man. You know, they fear Pharaoh. They fear the so-called white minister, these presidents, these governments, the police, okay, these task force. You know, they fear death. They don't fear the Lord. They don't fear your house like you know. If they did fear the Lord, they wouldn't be acting.
He said, I come in. You do what I say, bro.
Right.
I don't give a damn about them.
They don't talk to the Lord. Hey, look, I'm brother Panda, the disease and everything that's going on. Hey, they're not regarding to the scriptures, these mandates, these different laws, these different decrees, and whatever spews out these elites out through the way of this witchcraft and media. You know, basically whatever they say, whatever the government says, these people just abide by it, whether it's against the scriptures or not, man. You know.
I got something. Oh no, con.
Their calamity shall rise suddenly. We go to ruin of the boat. These being also belong to the gods. It is not good to have respect of person in judgment.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
The Lord is not a respecter of persons, man. And neither are we, man. You know, we're gonna bring out this truth in its purest form. You know, we don't care about your status on the earth, what kind of job you have, whether you're a celebrity or whether you're just, just whoever, man. You know, we're gonna keep pushing this truth, man, because we have a job to do, man. You know, and it's up to Yahweh Shem Yahushua to take the blindness off your eyes to reveal you this wisdom and knowledge, man. You know, we're just a mouthpiece of the Lord. Man.
That's right.
You know,
Proverbs 1:24. Because I have called and you refused, I have stretched up my hand.
and how's he stretched out his hand? He stretched out his hand by the way of his prophets, man. Okay, the same way the Most High is gonna laugh through his prophets. Hey, how he is stretching his hand out to these so-called leaders and sinners and native lands is by the way of his prophets. You know, that are all over the four corners of the earth. You know, so if you Jake, you're not gonna have no excuse in the time of calamity.
And no man regarded.
That's right. Hey, they didn't regard. They walked in the street and then they go to the Hebrew listen like, you know, they just start the Hebrew, you know. And they might not want to hear, but hey, they're hearing it, you know. Like the scripture said, he that has an ear, let him hear, you know.
Ye have set at naught all my counsel.
That's right. They don't want no counsel in the Lord. They don't want to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. You know, they don't want to obey the scriptures. They want to listen to the pastor. They want to seek the counsel of the so-called white. They want to see the Esau state. You know,
And was none of my reproof.
right? They didn't want to hear when they're going off. They didn't want to hear, hey, you ain't supposed to do shrimp, pork, crab, lobster. You ain't supposed to get tattoos, haircuts, emotion. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be putting these women on a pedestal. You know, you ain't supposed to be smoking weed. Half the shit Jake already knows he's supposed to do, not supposed to do. You know, he know he ain't supposed to be smoking weed and cigarettes, man. He knows his pants don't belong all the way down there.
Ain't nothing wrong with me wearing my pants down there.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of of this stuff, Jake knows. He just wants to be rebellious. Because our people are rebellious people. They have a rebellious spirit on them, man. You know?
I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock you.
That's beautiful. It is. Hey, I will laugh at your calamity, man. And he's going to mock when your fear comes, man. When you get put to death and slaughtered, and there's a rabies dog chasing you down the street.
You just got you my 50 cent. What I tell you, boy.
You know?
Y'all screaming.
Right.
So far, nigga when you're not strong, nigga is more. You go, you niggas ain't that tough. You know, you side tooting, dirty busting. You know, you should put call terrorists in your own neighborhood. Now you end up on campus because you're not tough no more. Nigga that look like Doc Lowe. You screaming. Nigga AR ad type niggas. What was it? Jim Jones. What's the nigga that nigga like the baby, young dog? Them niggas in the
They all go forward.
laughing, man.
Right. They believe in that
Screaming.
At the end of the day, a nigga might sell drugs, he might hustle, he might represent a gang, a set. At the end of the day, you ask this nigga, do you believe in hell? This nigga will tell you, yeah. And at the end of the day, he don't believe in reincarnation, so he's scared to die, you know? And why do you think they snitch on the whole clique, on the whole crew, man? You know, when Esau possesses death or some type of torture, when we're going to prison, this is going to happen to you. And we're going to give you the death penalty if you don't tell us where they're at. All of a sudden, Jake's squealing. You know, telling every goddamn thing, man. You know, like the scripture said, hey, don't fear the sentence of death, man. You know, hey, look at these. Eventually, a lot of us are going to be brought before kings and counselors and different judicial systems concerning this truth.
That's what Jake sold. Like you say you was a thug.
Right.
You know,
It
shit,
comes down to it,
you know.
you just a product of Esau, man. He's creating credit. And look at Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego, you know? They were willing to take it all the way there, man, all the way to the end, all the way to the grave, man, too, you know? They didn't know when they were about to get thrown in the fire that, you know, they were going to be rescued from that situation.
And they told the king, Salakia, they told the king, we have no matter, no reason to answer you in this matter.
Right.
Because you already know what we're going to do.
Right.
So what's the point of talking? You do what the fuck you got to do.
Talking for it. And let's go.
Right. And that's the spirit, and that's the spirit the elect is going to have, man. You know?
And if I may add, that's the spirit we need to be building ourselves up to have it right now in the time where we're not really going through no adversity. Because when adversity comes, our mindset should be already, I already knew this was coming. I already know how to react in this situation. Instead of being emotional, we need to be logical and rational and come up with solutions.
And a good point is Rocky IV. Hey, Rocky IV. Remember when Apollo Creed was fighting the Russians?
Yeah.
And Rocky was getting emotional. He said, I gotta stop this fight. He's killing you out here. And Apollo put the mouthpiece in and looked at him and said, you don't stop this fight. He said, no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what. Basically saying, even if I die, I'm going to throw that
He
towel
ended up
in.
dying.
And he ended up dying, man. You know? And that's the spirit, you know, we got to be in. We're going to be walking trials, tribulations. Okay? We're coming through some very bad times, man. The likeness of which we have never, the world has never seen before. You know?
Hey, the Lord's gonna bring us through calamities.
That's
When
right.
I say bring us through it, He's
Time.
gonna see that we make it to the end, man.
Right.
He said, and the biggest calamity that's coming is the destruction of America, man. There's gonna be no bigger calamity than you seeing from the top of the chariot that this place burning on fire, man. That's the biggest calamity that's gonna happen. And the Lord, Yahweh Dazah, we are those men and we endure to the end. We're gonna be brought through that calamity, man.
Yeah, God.
Try this gold in the fire.
I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh and desolation, that's coming. And your brother said in chat, he went to his own by running in the shore. And it said, your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, and distress and anger cometh for fun.
Those times are coming, man. Very, very soon, man.
So you understand what the time is when this is the beginning of our kingdom being established. But you people, you believe that this is, you know, you still trying to fight for so you can feed that flesh again.
Yep.
That's the thing. We are the problem of this society because Esau can control us. The two-thirds Esau can control. You know, he can set up agendas, decrees, you know, have you so-called Negro kill each other, so-called spend. You saw that big gun shootout amongst the Northern Kingdom.
Yo, it just came through and laid everybody, man.
It came back. I remember hearing shit in the islands like that.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about yesterday before while we was doing that video. Yo, man.
And that time that was over drug trade. That was over drug trade.
And it shows the nigga gonna shoot his whole clip out with one hand behind the car.
Right.
He ain't hit
Yo,
nobody.
he
went
is
up.
out here with guns with no extra clips.
Yo, he went up and like this. Bang, bang. They got
He
hit.
hit nobody.
He got hit.
He might
hit.
he'd have had a better chance. He would have saved his ass. All your friends are dead, dude. Look for an exit.
Just leave.
Keep them 18 shots. I'm going over here. I'm over here. One shot. You know, it's like Call of Duty.
They just came up.
He unloaded his whole clip and basically next got shot. So he was laying down on the safety side.
Yeah, they done came back and killed his ass. Yo, but that's the Lord judging those individuals, man, for their wickedness in their past lives, man.
And that's gonna be a common scene in America very, very soon. You know, people get gunned down, people get shot up, except the people that's gonna be doing that
Shalom,
are gonna
shalom.
have uniforms on. You know,
How about you, myself?
we're gonna have a police task force, gonna be foreign troops, and they're gonna be double tapping you niggas. Like, y'all got shot, and you got all these extra bullets.
It don't look like that. You don't see you saw that's gonna be precise hits.
He saw the sword of the Lord, man. He already got that motherfucker perfected, man.
Jeremiah 11:11. Therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape.
Hey, you going to that word evil, compound word being bad times, man. You're not gonna be able to escape these bad times that are coming upon you so-called Negroes and Teens and Native Americans, man. You know, like it says in Daniel chapter 12, man. You know, these are some horrible times that we're coming in, man. You know, Lord willing, we can be delivered from them. Keep going out.
Which they shall not be able to escape.
That's right. No matter what you try to do, how you prepare, how you train, okay? No matter how deep your bunker is, or whatever you try to do, you're not gonna be able to escape. How about you y'all shot?
It says, and though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
That's right. They're gonna be saying Jesus. You know, God. They're gonna be trying to remember the name of the Lord. They're gonna be saying everything with a Y. Everything is something with Y, A, H. You know, it's that name. You know, and that's when Amos chapter 3, chapter 9 will come into play. And they shall seek the words of the Lord. They shall seek to and fro. You know, they're gonna be out here on Cary. They're gonna be out down the street. You know, at all these different locations that the brothers are teaching all around the earth, looking for it. They might just stand out there all day. But they might be out here one day, just stand here all week. You know, but you ain't gonna see the men of the Lord no more. You ain't gonna see the prophet. And if you do see the prophet, there'll be a time when you don't want to see the prophet. You know? Because, hey, man, they're gonna be flying through the air. You know? And they, hey, the Lord will be speaking out. Hey, we're coming after you, Jakes first, man. You know?
If I can say you a beautiful point, I was trying to hold that. If you run to a man, Lord, he's gonna take you to death.
Right. I got to preach that right now. Bring it out.
Jeremiah 15:1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. Verse 2. And it shall come to pass if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? You may have some that bump into a man of the Lord. And they're gonna be like, what should we do? They might, see a brother and recognize him being on the streets.
Right.
Yo, what's up, man? What we gotta do? But they know that you got answers, This is what the prophet gonna say. Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword.
Hey, yeah, it's too late for your ass, man. Remember those doors of repentance when we was out in the highways and byways teaching holy signs, reading the Bible, lifting up our voice aloud, telling you America was destroyed, telling you martial law was coming.
Yep.
And you didn't want to believe, man. So now, hey, it's too late for your ass, man. Right. Right.
snow,
Right.
bad weather,
Right.
heat.
Now when shit hits the fan, now they wanna yeah, they was now I wanna repent now. No, it's too late for you, man. That's why it's going to say, seek ye the Lord early, man. Nah, you got it out. Nah, you good, you got it out.
It says, such as for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword, and such as for the famine to the famine. Look, you're gonna die by way of sword, you're gonna get gunned down, or you're gonna die by a famine. And they tell them what they death is.
God, hey, it's worth it. Like the scripture says, it's better to die from the sword.
It says, and such as are for captivity to captivity.
Right? You know, so everything's already predestined. Most High Yahweh, he knows who the two-thirds are. He knows who the elect is. He knows who the one-third are. Okay? You know? Everything's all, it's just playing its course. You know? Nothing is surprising. These so-called Christians like to teach and persuade that the Lord is sitting on his throne in the heavens and then and like he's watching a movie. Like he's surprised. Like, oh my God, you see that? Like, what? Look at that. Like ain't nothing surprising the Lord, man. You know, everything's going according to his plan, man. You know, he's the ultimate movie director, man. Nothing surprises the movie director when he watches his own movie. Yep. He ain't watching this movie like, oh, yo, he hopped out of the seat like that.
I got something.
Good.
This is Jeremiah 14:10. The point is in 11 and 12. Thus says Yahweh unto this people, thus have they loved to wander, they have not refrained their feet. Therefore, Yahweh doth not accept them. Going into 2/3. He will now remember their iniquity and visit their sin. And that word for visit is to punish. Verse 11 it says, then said Yahweh unto me, pray not for this people, for their good. When they fast, I will not hear their cry, and when they offer burnt offerings and obligation, I will not accept them. Hey, but this is all just to back up what the brother was saying. Like when they meet prophets of the Lord out here, and they say, "Hey, well now I'm trying to repent." Well, the Lord said, "Hey,
you might see, the Lord might set it up, and like they might run up and see a brother that was out here teaching, like, I'm trying to repent, I'm trying to do this. That brother might already receive the spiritual. He just walking through the streets, because you're gonna have a whole new mind when you receive the spiritual power. You know who. You might just get slaughtered right then and there. He might give you a judgment and then execute you.
that's true."
You know?
Continuing on, in verse 12, I will not accept them, but I will consume them by the sword and by the famine and by the pestilence. And that's how 2/3 of our people going out, man. Going out the same way Esau going out.
That's right, man. Because they have a hard heart, they have a rebellious spirit. They don't want to turn back to the Lord. Okay? They don't want to listen to the truth, man. Because the so-called white man is not on TV. Okay, if it doesn't come from his mouth, it doesn't come from the media or celebrity, or LeBron James doesn't say it, or Dr. Fauci doesn't say it can't be true. Like the scripture says, when a poor man speaketh and when a rich man speaketh. The rich man speaks, everybody listens. Hey, he's got money, look how far he's got. He's got all these little fake business strategies where all these rich people say, I can get you rich in 30 days. Yeah. You get it's $100 free trial, and you get a 30 days, and you can become a millionaire. 20 easy steps. You had something brought us up?
No.
Come on, go ahead.
Perilous times will come.
Hey, that's right. Perilous times, man. We're living in these last days. We're about to see some shit. We're about to see some crazy stuff, man. We're gonna see some stuff that you ain't even imagined before, man. Like the scripture says, hey, this is gonna be a newly created beast, man. Of the likes that we ain't never seen before put these people to death. Even the sight of these beasts are gonna put these people to death. You still have some more on that?
Ecclesiastes 7:14. In the day of prosperity, be joyful. But in the day of adversity, consider.
Hey, yo, that's hey. In the day of prosperity, when everything's just like a day like today, everything's going good. You know, they can go to the store, local store. You know, get some food, go shopping. You know, go home, watch TV, relax, stroll around their car. They might even be able to take a flight. Time.
You got 71. A good name is better than precious ointment in the day of death, in the day of one's birth.
Hey, but the so-called Christian ain't gonna tell you that. They gonna talk about the day of. You're supposed to celebrate your birthday. Nowhere in the scriptures will say to celebrate your birthday. They always want to bring the account of Yahushua when he was born in the wise man.
Hey, if I may add, when Job's kids, they was doing their little party bullshit. I think about in the second chapter of Job, the Lord, I think he sent a death angel on their ass. I can't remember specifically how they died, but the Lord just they asked for celebrating. They didn't have the festivities for something. I can't say or can't say it was somebody's birthday, but they were being celebratory, man. Like they were celebrating something. That's what I mean by celebratory. And the Lord judged them, man.
It says, verse 2, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
That's right, the house of mourning, man. You know, but our people are partying and bullshit. You know, because in that mourning, you actually grow, man. You actually get stronger, man. You know, like the saying goes, whatever don't kill you makes you stronger, man. You know, if you're partying and bullshit, you ain't growing. You ain't getting strength. You're actually getting weaker, man.
Yeah, because you are conforming to be comfortable.
Just more than that up.
Yeah, I got
Let's read this up some more.
It ain't raining no more.
It says, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. That is the end of all men. And the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, but by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better.
And so by grief, by suffering, by pain, by adversity, by being tried as gold in the fire, your mind is going to be better. The Lord's going to make you, okay, this is one of my elect men.
Right.
Bam.
Right. You never got stronger. When you go train for something, say these fighters go train for a fight. They didn't just go sit back, get in a lounge chair, watch videos on that. Right. They had to go through pain and adversity, man. That shit hurt. They thought they were gonna die a couple times. They probably training so hard, their lungs, they probably started, they didn't even know they was gonna make it. You know, that's how they got stronger. That's how they got better. That's how they trained. You gotta train your mind and you gotta train yourself physically. He had to take a beat to end the fight.
Ali said you
almost died. He said, you know, I gotta wear this guy out. I'm gonna have to wait till like 6, 7 rounds, you know, but I'm gonna be hurt. But by that time, he's gonna be so tired that I'll be able to just catch the perfect punch. Oh yeah. Oh, what?
What's that
And
saying?
that's
No
the
pain,
11th
no
round, I
gain.
think.
Yeah, they went up in rounds.
Yeah, no pain, no gain.
Right. You know?
Pain and glory.
Go ahead, Doc.
Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. It says, but the simple pass on and are punished.
Like, man, that's not gonna happen. You know? And they get right into that folly, man. You know, a righteous man, a wise man is gonna separate himself from you. He's like, them niggas over there, something's about to happen. I'm going this way. Folly niggas like, hey yo, what's up? What y'all doing? Let me get you got a light. Next thing you know, the whole block get wet up. You died with them because you was with them. Them niggas is robbing still. You ain't no telling what them niggas is. Just like that video we was running out. You know, one of them niggas was just probably just chilling with him. And you had the people inside the store. They very well could have got shot.
Oh, some of them did. Some of them did. Some of them did. I think one of the store owners came out.
Bro,
they got laid down.
Yeah. So I mean, hey man, you know, you hang around wicked ass niggas, man. Now we're all going, you know, we're in the world, you know, but you hang around wicked ass niggas, man. Hey, they don't care. You with them, you part of them, okay? You know.
I got one quick precept. This Jeremiah 11:11. Therefore, does. Oh, you said it? Oh, okay. Therefore, thus says the Yahweh, behold, I will bring bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape.
Right.
And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
Yeah, this evil that's coming, an injection ain't gonna save you, man. Taking the juice ain't gonna save you. They're like, if I take this booster and my fourth juice, I'll be able to. Nah, you ain't gonna be able to save yourself, man. No matter what you inject in yourself, what you train, how you prepare. They don't understand all this is of the Lord, man. They think, oh, this is just a little. It's gonna pass by, you know. Like, come on, man. You know, like, right. And they should see this coming, man. You've seen this under the pandemic, under the umbrella of pandemic and disease. You've seen, okay, the first wave, this happened, that happened. Now they're pushing all this. Now they're pushing these laws. They're taking you so-called white people's rights away. You know, don't y'all see what's happening? Hey, robots shutting down stores. Robots can do your job, man. They don't need you no more, man. You know, yeah. Everything's kiosk now. You might go in the store and nobody's in there. You know.
Yep. That Amazon
Right.
store.
And you got a nigga will still come up to you and say, you know, nah, man, concerning the corona. And they're basically saying it like that ain't gonna happen, man. You know? Right. God. You got these other camps out here who ain't teaching, you know, they're not speaking nothing about the corona, man.
I know, right?
You know, they ain't doing no videos on it, they're not speaking about it, you know, out on the highways and byways. You know, that just shows that they're, you know, they're taking that Judas work, man. You know?
I got one quick
Go ahead,
precept.
huh?
This is Isaiah 30 and 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, that will not hear the law of Yahweh Shem Al-Shah.
That's right. They don't want to hear us, man. You know? And ultimately, they don't want to hear you how about Shim Shot. Right.
All you saw is mask and
Right.
I know, right?
They're like motherfuckers from Mortal Kombat. What's the motherfuckers that wear that mask?
Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
The
Both
whole
of them.
Mortal Kombat. Dude.
if I'm not mistaken.
They do.
Molina,
Yep.
Jay,
Yeah.
other shit.
God. You know? Everybody's a gamer. Everybody got goddamn a half the face show.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it no wonder all these places get robbed. They can. It used to be you walk up with your face covered. As soon as you got close to the place, the cops might already be covered. Nowadays, you walk with your whole. They be like, "Hey, how you doing, sir?" He's such a good upstander.
They can have a full-blown conversation.
Yeah, you might even go walk in one of these stores with a whole ski mask on, with just your eyes showing. And people wouldn't even think much of it. You know?
He cares for the people.
Oh, he has a full.
How something that being that robbed me. That's something like the Easter like a power of fucking.
God.
You know, you wear a bandana in the store.
Right.
And new flag.
And concerning all these surveillance, if you got a mask covering half your face, it don't matter what you do. We're looking for a suspect who's wearing a mask.
Right.
Here's his eyes.
Right.
See if you can identify him.
Hey, but now, if I may add, they doing that biometric bullshit. That
Yeah.
So they gonna be able to tell who you are based on your eyes, man. They gonna have all that shit.
You had a piece of mind?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, sorrow is better than laughter, but by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. For as the crackling of thorns under a pot, so is the laughter of the fool.
Right. The majority of our people are listening to the song of fools, man. Listen, it's one thing to listen to rap music and Hollywood and these celebrities. It's another thing to believe what they're talking about, man. Based in your life off what they're saying, man. A nigga out here based his whole life off of Jay-Z album.
Well, shit, Young Dolph now. Yeah, he died. Yeah, they know Young Dolph.
The same thing you do with all these other
He was
rappers.
talking about the Illuminati. He's
Right.
When you see his last album, bro.
That's what
They
you say
off that
And
motherfucker
that
dead,
just
man.
shows that these celebrity niggas is more valuable to these music producers. Their videos might get 6, 7, 10 million views while they're alive. These niggas get taken out 50 million, 100 million views. You know?
And then like you see in those songs, they put the black person.
Con.
Exactly place to death.
Yep.
Drugs, adultery, smoking weed.
Right. Nigga, you know. Right. Now this guy's a saint. Everybody's praising it. This nigga didn't tell you that to go smoke weed and shoot your homeboy up.
Nigga say he had 100 shots. Where was the 100 shots?
Right.
He needed.
Hey, all that shit, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna beat it till it's blue in the face. that black culture, that deaf culture, comes from the forms of white supremacy,
Right.
where all it does is keep Jake in that low mind state
Yep.
and keeps them thinking that, oh, yeah,
It keeps them.
pompous ass white people walking up and down the street.
La, 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 la.
Yeah,
Oh my God!
Look at those
They're not gonna touch us.
yeah.
You're
That's
right.
that white supremacy mindset.
They're gonna touch each other. They're not gonna touch us.
But no, it's all white supremacy, man. This whole governmental system is set up based on white supremacy because we know that Esau has the fatness of the world, man.
Yep. Well, just to add to that, look at BET.
Have a good day, man.
Have a good one. If I could say BET,
Oh yeah,
all the lewdness, you don't see that on any other channel. Yeah, you see some other stuff like ESPN every now and then come out as an NFL player who's a peanut butter chaser. But BET, they push that stuff heavy, man.
Nah, you right, brother.
It says, for as the crackle of dawn under the pot, so is the laughter of the fool. It's also a vanity. Surely oppression makes the wise man mad, and a gift destroys the heart.
That's right. Oppression makes the wise man mad. You know, how can you not be mad at oppression, man?
No,
How
right?
can you not be mad at your people being thrown in these tight knit ghettos and favelas, you know, in the slums, constantly being oppressed, thrown in prisons, can't find a job, it seems like you can never make it, man. You know? Serious oppression, and then they make light of oppression, man. You got these jakes that make light of oppression, man. Basically pushing it, you know, slavery was nothing, you know, like it was just a walk in the park, or pushing oppression, not even bringing up slavery as a form of pushing and making light of oppression, man. You know, never teaching what your forefathers, what your family went through, what the so-called white man has done to you and is continually doing to you, and just trying to sweep it under the rug. You know, that's further Esau's agenda. If you sweeping it under the rug is a form of you helping this devil hide himself, man. You know,
That white supremacy.
right? You know, let's just sweep it under the rug. Let's not talk about it. Meanwhile, 9/11 comes around, you know, Thanksgiving comes around, and nobody lets nothing go, man. You know? who was, were you ready to precept? No, you wasn't.
Yeah,
Sloppy.
yeah.
Oh, your cop, Sloppy. Huh?
It says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof.
That's right. Better is the end than the beginning. You know? These niggas celebrate their birthdays, you know? And they ain't missing no birthday, man. You know? They faithfully celebrate their birthday every single year, man. You know? Sometimes the whole week.
The whole month. Nah,
You
this
know?
bitch be like, it's my birthday month. Bitch, you
know?
dead.
Like,
What the fuck you talking
because
about?
if you're an Israelite, you're born into captivity, man. You know?
That's what I was trying to tell the Issachar.
Right. So when you die, hey, you're going to the place of rest. You know? Whether you're an Israelite or not, you're going to the place of rest. You're going to the spirit world, man. Okay? You know, all spirits go back to the Most High. You know, but they don't teach that in your local Christian church, man. They're not going to, they're going to tell you, hey, you're either going to heaven or you're going to hell, or you're going to be tormented by demons forever and ever.
And that's what they teach
You
about
know? God. Then you got a nigga knocking on your door with a track panther. You know when you're going when you die. Do you know when you're going when you die? They leave you there. You know? And they want to offer you Jesus Christ. You know? They want to offer you that doctrine, man.
Right.
You know? That easy, simple plan of salvation. You know?
Yes, so better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And the patient in spirit is better than the fruit of the spirit.
Hey, the end of Esau is going to be better than the beginning of it. You know?
Jeremiah 5:3. O Lord, are not thine eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. Thou hast consumed them, but they have refused to receive correction.
Hey, our people refuse to receive correction, man. Okay? They refuse because, hey, man, they look at us and like, man, ain't no way those guys right there, you know, got anything to tell me. I got a PhD. I went to college. You know who I am? I make $100,000 a year. There's no way that guy. Look at his shoes. Look what they're wearing. Oh my God. Cindy keep walking. You know, there's no way they have anything. They don't look like professors. You know,
Hey, but all they did was get the education that the so-called white man told, fill them up with knowledge that the so-called white man wanted them to have.
Facts.
You got a degree of knowledge, right? A degree, a certain amount of percent of knowledge that the so-called white man deemed you to have in his society. But what we giving you is the true knowledge.
Hey, that's beautiful that you said that, Salah. That's beautiful you said it because that degree. Because going into the masonry, the Masonic, it's all about degrees.
Yep,
Makes
yep.
you get to that 33-degree
Yep.
masonry.
Yep.
Basically, your first level of masonry is college, or basically high school when you graduate. Because you get your little degree for graduation, and then once you go to college, you graduate. Oh, I got my degree in this, I got a degree in that. So basically, Esau sees you valuable to move on to basically joining his Masonic, his masonry.
Yep,
You know,
yep,
it's,
yep.
and build on to that.
Yep.
You know, because all these 33-degree masons, 30, 31, you know, they all came up through the ranks of college. They probably went to a prestigious school, you know, and then they kept climbing that rank, so to speak. You know?
And if I could just say, the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High.
Yep.
So yeah, you may have the top degrees here,
Right.
But what is that going to do you in a time
Right.
of famine? You know, you see how the same people,
They're gonna be eating that
Right.
shit.
they're going to be eating, and the same people that's going to be taking the MOTB, the same people that's taking the juice,
Right.
the surface piss, they're the same ones that's college
God,
educated.
that's right.
You know, it's not helping them maneuver in these times.
Right.
They moving without wisdom. They
Right.
moving out with without the real wisdom, man. The real wisdom is these scriptures, man.
That's right.
It's a fountain of living waters, man. Esau's degree system has no type of life in it, man.
That's right.
His degree system tells you to take a vaccination
Yep.
for smallpox, take a vaccination for chicken pox, for what's some other bullshit, malaria. And then you got this situation that we in now. It doesn't prove fruitful like the wisdom of Yahweh Shema God does.
That's right. Going back to Jeremiah 5:3, O Lord, are not thine eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. Thou hast consumed them, but they have refused to receive correction. It says they have made their faces harder than a rock. They have refused to return.
Man, God, that's right. They have made their faces hard. And some people get that scripture says they have made their faces hard against our faces.
Oh, yeah,
God,
yeah, third chapter.
Yeah, they made up their faces. You know, they frown upon us, man. They look at us like, man, once you guys get out of here now, some of them come up, they want to fight you, man.
Yeah.
You know? They're just speaking against the white Jesus. Man.
Where's the Solomon in the second chapter?
Right. Because you're speaking against the oppressor. Constantly, Esau's got their foot in their ass. As soon as you say something about it, now we're the problem. You know? Go ahead, huh?
You want it now?
Yeah, Con.
Ezekiel 2, you want me to point or read down to it?
You can't read down to it. However you think.
Ezekiel 2:4. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted.
Yep.
It says, I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Verse 5. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
That's right, because we're speaking the words of the Lord, man. We're not coming out of our own heart, man. You know, we're speaking the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. These people think, oh, we're just coming out of, we're just saying what we feel like today. We're saying this. Next week, we're going to be saying that. Like our doctrine's going to change day to day, man. You know, we're speaking the words of the Lord, man. We're not coming out of our own mind, you know, our own feeling. Okay, keep going out.
It says, for they are a rebellious house.
Hey, we were going it too early. You so-called Nicolaitans and men, the majority of them are very rebellious, man.
Yep.
Stiff-necked, man. Hard-hearted. Okay?
Yep.
They don't want to come back to the law,
Right.
and they want to take the easy route.
Yep.
No pork, no shrimp, no egg. What? No Jesus. No birthday. No more Christmas. They said no more Christmas. Honey, let's go. God, keep going up.
Keep the peace.
Go along and get along.
God. So I keep getting them.
Shalom, Maki. How much you know? Sorry about you.
It says, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them.
That's right. And you're going to know when the time of calamity comes, when all hell's breaking loose, when there ain't no food out here, there's no electricity, you got drones flying around, you got robots running down the street at 35 miles an hour.
Hell yeah. I know, right?
That's in the car.
I know, right?
Now, yeah. Now they're going to revert back and they're going to be like, yo, those crazy guys in the street, remember when they said it?
Robots in the project.
Yeah, I know, right?
Remember those crazy guys? They said this is going to happen.
Hey, I was watching.
Robot in the project.
I was watching that South Park episode that I think one of y'all had put in the group chat that had something to do with the C-19 bullshit. So what they had showed was that the police individuals in the school system teaching the kids. So they was like the one of the head cop called the mayor and was like, hey, we need the equipment back that you took from us. So my whole point of saying is that the police individuals in that cartoon, the South Park cartoon, they were the teachers to what to do was right and wrong. He saw even police systems gonna be out here teaching these things what to do is right and wrong according to what it is that he wants. But what are we out here doing? Teaching you so-called Negro Latinos and Native American Indians what to do is right, and the idea how about shooting outside? And Jacob's gonna be fucked because they don't want to listen to the Lord.
You made a good point. That's part of the new order.
Yeah,
They have to bring that military in to manage the hospital, manage the schools,
all that. You hit the point. Yep. And that's why they call them teachers.
Because chaos is about to break out, where there's going to be riots. People are going to basically stop going to work, and it's going to be out in the streets protesting these mandates, man. To the point they're going to say, you know what? We're going to bring in foreign troops. We're going to bring in our military. And we're going to come out there. If you're out in the street, hey, first we're going to use some beanbag guns, and if you niggas are still out there, you're just going to get shot.
Hell yeah.
You know? Hey, keep going out with that.
It reads on. Ezekiel 2 and
Look how they crumbling.
Hey, the beanbag shit, they go do hand shoving.
Look how these niggas.
You got hit with one before?
Nah, shit, they basically a regular gun to shoot.
That shit
break a rib, probably.
Pellet, the fans go out, bro.
BBs hurt.
You going
Oh,
down?
yeah, BBs do hurt.
Remember that movie with the Rock?
Oh yeah.
Started with the bean. He said the beanbags got you. He took the whole college front line football team out. Came out, got shot with a beanbag gun. Go ahead, Doc.
That's just a drop.
Yeah, they keep going down.
Hello.
Ezekiel 2 and 6. And thou, son of man.
That's that one better Andrew Tate said. Women get you killed out there.
Hell yeah.
He would have not shut the fuck up, man.
If
If
the
the
man
man ain't
ain't
speak,
and she's saying hello to other men.
Right.
They say black man. They gonna talk about it. You might see a car going down with a body.
It's love. Turn around, baby.
Keep going up.
blood
Blood,
like Trump.
Right there.
You know? There's a whole lot of domestic crime going on very, very soon.
Hey, they show. I'm gonna reference that damn South Park cartoon again with the pandemic shit they had. They was looking for those kids, and then because they was blaming the kids for breaking out of the school system. That's why they had the police out there to go look for them. But all the adults met in the middle of the city, and one of the parents, a male parent, slapped the female parent, and they all got into it. That's just gonna be happening here, man.
Ezekiel 2 and 6. And thou, son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words, though briars and thorns be with thee.
That's right. We're not afraid of these people that come up, man. We're not afraid of what you say about us, how you feel about us, how you mock us. We're really mocking the Lord, man. Keep going out.
Yeah, we don't give a damn now. Some balls coming up.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right.
People we know.
Yeah.
It is fun, man. We are astounded.
And it's already happening.
Yeah, man, we are
Bosses,
astounded.
co-workers, women that we didn't have all seen. You know, you can't, after coming out for so many years, you know, these cities ain't that big, man. Eventually, you know, it ain't too many men that got beards no more amongst JD.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, it is what it is, man. And, hey, we're not scared. We enjoy coming out here.
Right.
We're astounded,
You know? God.
Hey, we didn't all ran across somebody at one point in
You know
time,
what I'm saying?
whether they didn't see us
Or not.
or whether they didn't say nothing to
Right.
us, and they saw us, or
Yep.
we saw them and didn't say nothing to them.
Right.
You know,
Yeah. And they may see you outside of camp and be too afraid to even ask you.
what you doing?
Yeah, you know. Ezekiel 2 and 6 reading on, and though briars and thorns be with thee, and thou doest dwell among scorpions, be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. Read on, verse 7. And thou shalt speak my words unto thee, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are most rebellious. Verse 8. But thou, son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Be not thou rebellious like that rebellious house. Open thy mouth and eat that I give thee.
That's right, man.
It is knowledge.
Man.
Yep.
You know?
Keep going.
Con, what's the verse? You just get to the point. What
Yeah.
I got something while you're looking for
all
that.
right, go ahead. All right.
This Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou unto the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Backing up what the brother just read in Ezekiel, the Lord said, eat what it is that he gives us, this words of prophecy. Verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. This is the point. Well, 4 is the point too. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
What's that? What is it? What's that? First Corinthians. It talks about even though we are perplexed on every side, and definitely on us on all sides, we faint not. Roughly, it's roughly paraphrasing. We understand that the whole world is against us.
Yep.
The world hates us. We're perplexed on all sides. People don't like us. We're not part of society. Esau wants our guts. Hates us. You know, we can lose everything at any moment. Our woman can leave us at any moment. Our kids can forsake us at any moment. This whole world is against us, but we that doesn't bother us.
Yep.
And they already really have forsaken us. You know, concerning what we believe in, they have forsaken us.
Our reality went to in Dallas in the video.
Right.
They're agents.
Yep.
Like the Matrix, man. They said they are all plugged to this system,
Yep.
and they will fight you
Yes, to the death.
to the death for this system.
Yeah.
So they are agents.
They are
That's
agents.
right, man.
Say, when all hell breaks loose, Esau is really looking for the prophets, the men of the Lord, and he has demonized us already. He's trying to put us to death. You go get a call from
Yep.
what are you gonna get a call from your mother's call,
Right.
your cousin, your brother. Like, Ronnie,
Right.
man, how you doing?
Right.
He just wanted to check it. Is
Got you on
everything?
speakerphone and
Yeah,
shit.
they got a wire Esau behind him.
Right.
So
Right.
right here, read that.
You know they got that 30-second tracker shit. They can locate you
Right.
after 30 seconds on the
You can
phone.
only speak for 10 seconds.
Yep.
When all hell breaks loose.
It's just like you go to like big cities, New York,
God.
Florida, Miami,
God.
Fort Lauderdale, Chicago,
Yep.
New Orleans. You know, basically, you know what I'm saying. You get a
Right.
big city,
Right.
and you see when you out there in that crowd, people just walking. They're plugged in.
Yeah, they are.
Everybody is locked in
Yeah.
into the system. And if we are those people that walk in amongst them, but if we say certain things, then people will look at you like, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, wake up like,
Yep.
what do you say?
Yep. It's a glitch.
And Esau's trying to take it further. He wants them plugged in even more.
Yep.
Concerning the
reality.
Quran, man. When they take that Quran book, it ain't gonna take much for Esau to persuade these people. All you have to do is get on that computer, move some shit around, type this code in. Next thing you know, they're doing exactly what they wanted them to do, man.
Yep.
You know,
Following his algorithm.
God, you know, then being controlled and manipulated through that Quran book.
Well, you know something's really about to happen because it tells you in the good that's what they want.
100.
500 million.
Yep.
So that just shows you how the Lord is really controlling a great amount of death.
Right. Man, that's the Lord doing it. He saw things, hey, yo, I'm doing. Look what I'm doing. Nah, man. Hey, the Lord said a great slaughter is going to take place. Hey, can you bring out that Ezekiel 3 and 8?
Yep.
There's a little more.
Okay, come.
It says, Salakia, 2nd Ezra 15 and 3, for fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Right.
And that's what's going to happen, man.
You got it.
The unfaithful is going to die, man. So the people that come by mocking and scoffing, especially of our people, those that don't want to hear the words, they're going to die, man. They're going to die. And they're going to be taken out by the sword, by famine, or by destruction.
Right.
Yep.
Our people think this place is going to go on forever. Looking over there, sign up for some future shit for the next 3 or 4 or 5 years. Sign up for university, sign up for America. You know, you can better your future. Man, your future, if you don't repent, is death and destruction.
Right.
Women are still going back to college getting degrees.
You know? With all this shit going on, and these people still have faith in this place.
Facts.
Like, come on, y'all don't see like it's happening right before your eyes.
Right.
You know? Bring that Ezekiel 3 out, Uncle Sean.
Ezekiel 3 and 8. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their
That's
forehead.
right. They stand in front of us with a big ass frown on their face. Look like they want to hit you. He said, "You look like you want to hit me."
Now, I don't think I was out here. You know, he was a nigga. He was down the street. He was like, yeah. I thought y'all was the one I was going to go get my gun.
Nah, I was out here. I think I was out here.
That nigga walked up down there. Yeah, that nigga walked up. He was like, yeah.
Yep.
I thought y'all was. He was like, yeah, something. I thought I had to get my gun for y'all.
Right.
I'm like, what?
Jake dumb,
I mean,
man.
these niggas. Hey, that's how these niggas don't know how to act because they're emotional. They're based off emotion. So they get cut. You know, you say something and they don't believe what you're saying. They ain't gonna take it to like, oh, I want to fight you. They might want to fight you. They're basically reverting back to that gang shit. Well, I'm gonna go get my gun. If they say something, I'm just gonna shoot them up.
Yeah, the dumb nigga, you know? Creighton Court, come on. He said, he was like, oh, y'all niggas gonna do right here? I'm gonna get the Creighton Court niggas on y'all. Like, nigga, all y'all niggas depending out there. And it's 3 o'clock. They ain't off work yet, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Go
Yeah,
home.
good. You know, keep going up.
Which was number one city. That nigga live off girls. Shut the fuck up. And these girls wanted it that way too.
Yep.
You got it, bro.
Ezekiel 3:9. As an adamant, harder than flint, have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. Verse 10. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thine heart, and hear with thine ears.
Hey, so receive in your mind.
Yeah, you got it.
Receive in your mind. Salaki, receive here. Hear with your ears. This is how the Spirit of the Lord enter within you, which is the word, man. It's nothing else, man. This is not rocket science, man. You don't gotta go to Esau's educational system to learn about who you are. The Spirit of the Lord is going to give you what it is that you need to have.
Your enemy will teach you.
Yeah, who you are. He's going to teach you about your God.
Your conqueror will teach the victim. If he's confident. So he's going to give you an opportunity to uprise over him.
You're going to be like Nat, what's the name, Nat Turner? Who was that dude that did?
The one that fought back?
Yeah. You're going to be like Nat Turner. Yep. They taught him to read. He read. He learned who he was. Then he revolted and his ass got put to death.
They said after him, that's when they put some overseers in the church.
Yep.
Because they didn't want no more of them.
Yep.
That was just one.
They put fear in Esau.
Right.
Slave
Imagine that going on at a high, like we were talking about last night. Imagine that going on at a high level, man. Yeah, that's a problem for Esau, man. That's why they couldn't give us no type of, we couldn't, get no type of money, no type of structure or anything. Because, God, we couldn't get any type of structure when we could start. Because, Jake has basically made all the inventions that Esau promotes. Jake created that shit, and Esau just patented and stole that shit. So imagine if we had some type of structure. Next thing you know, Jake's making airplanes, fighter jets. He's making nuclear missiles. Esau can't have it. He's mad at Esau. Hey, we'll fight each other. Esau fighting jets. Of course, Esau, he was blessed with the sword. But Esau doesn't want, you having nothing but what he gives you.
Right.
Go back to the first chapter. If Jake really understood this is your enemy, Jake would have been up to America. Went to join China's war to fight Esau. Like, that motherfucker killed my grandma. He killed my father. He killed my nation. I see my whole neighborhood going through drugs. Jake would have been the proof like, I got so many inventions I can give y'all. This other joint, straight out war. Overthrow that goddamn drug in America, man. And that's why Esau said, you know what? I gotta tell these niggas in America that there's no place like America.
Yep.
That's like your big mama still sit there and be like, how you gonna do this?
I got a quick precept if you ain't had nothing out, right?
Why you gonna?
When it boils down to like Esau is really scared of the Israelites.
They are. They have to be.
And he's really scared. He really is scared and prepared himself for when certain brothers receive spiritual powers, man. And even furthermore, he's prepared himself for that war in heaven. That's so-called Christians teach that it's past tense that already happened. That's a future prophecy that has not yet occurred yet.
I got something. This is Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers.
Hey, yeah, right now that's what we're doing. Right now we're fishing, man. You know,
Right.
we're searching for the hopeful elect. We're throwing that reel out, you know, and on the end of that reel is wisdom and knowledge, man. The end of that hook is wisdom and knowledge, man. And it's up to you how much you all shot to reveal this wisdom and knowledge to you. Keep going up.
And saith Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, and they shall fish them.
That's right. We're out here fishing all over the four corners of the earth. You know, prophesying, telling you who the so-called white man is, telling you who you are, telling you what's about to happen, we're telling you exactly what is happening now. And our people are looking at you. What do you mean it's all about?
Right.
Man, do your research yourself. This is common knowledge.
This is what he's saying. If you don't understand carnal thing, how can I
How can we
understand
tell you
spiritual
spiritual
things?
things?
Right.
And they gonna look at you like, man, that dollar ain't going.
Right.
Shit, inflation just went up. It's
Every
at
day.
6.8. It's at 6.8%.
Yep.
Every day.
You still got niggas doing money like this
Right.
in the video.
Right.
Once you really get your mind around what money really is, man, it's nothing. If people really knew what money what it is, they would go. They'd be in front of the White House.
Yep. Exactly what it is.
He did say that. It's all bullshit, man. That money is nothing, man.
Yep. Facts.
Keep going up.
It says, no, I'm gonna start at 15. Salakia. No, I'm gonna start at 14. Salakia. All right, this is Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Shem Shai, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Did you have
Hey, now keep going up.
But Yahweh liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
That's right. That second deliverance.
Yeah,
Out of the land of the north, man. Over here in the Americas, man. You know. Keep going up.
And from all the lands whether he had driven them.
Because we were scattered all over the four corners of the earth, and that's going to be a very great deliverance, man. You know, like the scripture says, and I believe Wisdom of Solomon, they shall be amazed at the strangeness of the Solomon. They'll be amazed at who's getting beamed up into the ship.
Hell yeah.
And they're also going to be amazed that this whole time, those were the angels not saw one of those. Because they look at like the heathen are dismayed at the signs of heaven. They look at the chariots like, man, that's nothing. It's just, man, keep walking, it's nothing. And, or when they really, it's evident that something's up there, they're believing that it's aliens. It's outer space. You know? Keep going up.
It says, and from all the lands where he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their own land that I gave unto their fathers.
That's right. Hey, the Lord's going to put us back in the land of
That's
Israel.
right.
You know, not some British mandate. You know, not when they basically ran out all the people that lived in Israel and placed their own people there. You know, I believe what was that?
1948, Balfour.
1948. You know?
Balfour Declaration.
Right,
Yep,
right.
Declaration,
God, you know?
Because it tells in the scripture that the Lord hid himself.
Yep.
The Lord has to make himself.
No,
The Lord has to make himself known.
Right.
Now, how's that going to happen?
His name will be God. His name will be praised on the earth.
That's right.
He basically, we're the underdogs.
Right, right.
He's going to be our power.
God.
And he's going to elevate us
Right.
through him, through his power.
Right.
And through, that's why the scriptures say he's not going to be the Lord. He's not going to be known for the Lord that brought us out of the land of Egypt, but the land from the north.
Because
That's what I was just
the
reading.
Lord's name was a praise on the earth when they were led out of Egypt.
Yep.
The Egyptians were like, yo,
Everybody knew who he
everybody
was.
knew the name of the Lord back then. They were like, yo, they're God. Yo, he did this. Hey,
That's why,
whatever y'all want. Hey, yo, give me that gold. I'm going to need that. Let me get this. They were like, huh,
that's
take
why
it.
certain nations they let us come through.
God.
Yeah, Amalek.
You know? Yeah.
Amalek.
Right. And that's that substance, that great substance that we left out of captivity. That first captivity was out of Egypt, man. We left with great substance because they were giving us gold, they were giving us, precious stones, they were giving us basically whatever we needed and wanted, out of fear and out of what they had seen. And that's how we built that golden calf, those idols in captivity. You know, we think we were digging for gold out in captivity?
I know, right?
In the wilderness.
In the wilderness?
I'm going to keep, this is verse 16. Going over 16 again. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh, and they shall fish them. Fish for who? The elect. And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of every hole of the rock.
Right, those same men you saw in the highways and byways prophesying, preaching this truth. Hey, certain of those men are going to see spiritual powers. The operation of the elements is the manipulation of the elements. You know, brothers are going to be flying through the air, lifting up houses. You know,
You're not going to have $1 million shaft
Right,
to go
right.
to the bunker. Now we just gonna go come through that
Going through the
motherfucker
Yep.
ground.
and get your ass.
Right.
Right.
So brother's gonna be able to disappear, reappear.
Yep.
You might have a brother be able to shoot fire out of his
Look
hands.
at this particular shit.
Yeah, teleport. One
The
brother
pill
might be
behind him.
one mother might be in Brazil. He might come over to America. You know, teleport this and that. You know,
Yeah.
hey man. You know.
Y'all want some water?
You don't look down. You
Water.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah, water, please.
come.
You know,
Up
hey,
the shot.
you know, hey,
Water, bro.
you know, brothers are gonna receive some spiritual powers that you know are gonna be unbelievable.
Facts.
You know,
I got precept.
Come on, go ahead.
Oh, you want precept? Oh, yeah,
Two.
yeah.
It says, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and 1. For the ungodly said reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious. And in the death of a man, there is no remedy.
that's why your life is very short. You know, look at hey, look through the eyes of Most High. Hey, it's a very very short time, man. You know,
Right.
you know, because the time is very different
Yep.
compared to the Lord and us, man. You know, these people think, well, I've been here. I'm your great great grandmother. I've been here 100 years. You know, that ain't barely even a second to the Lord. Man. You know, keep going.
And that's why Jake, I was talking to my mechanic. He was like, yo, you better go on vacation. Get ready to drop $3,000 in the car.
What's that?
Tesla. Maserati.
The rate.
Race.
Ray
Rolls Royce rate.
okay.
And I'm sitting like,
I know somebody done that before.
people, he ought to do that, but he was talking to McClare. So, I'm like,
Yeah, that's what Jake
I'm
used
like,
to do.
you know?
If it was a bunch of dudes, ain't nobody rent nothing like that. He could have took that way. Yo, we going to the bar. We going here. We going that $3,000. We
Yeah,
just gonna go
stretch.
do. Your homeboy might look at you crazy. You spent what on what?
Yep.
I'm sitting like, that's what Jake gets. He was like, yeah, we only live once.
Yeah, that's a depressing mindset to be in. That only live once. You know, when you only live once, you're trying to do everything right now. This is all you have. This is all you got.
That's really you live like
Right,
that.
you're never gonna live again, you know, and that's all bullshit, man. If Jake really knew that he was gonna live again, he would have a whole different mindset on life, man. And that he has lived once before, man.
Yep.
And that he's gonna live forever soon, you know. And he's actually gonna be judged, you know, for the things that he's done on earth, and also receive rewards for the things that you've done for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. But Jake don't get it, man. You know.
And if I can just say too, you know, Jake, in our spirit, we love nice things, right?
Right.
But this ain't the time for it.
Time,
Jake don't
right.
even realize it.
Right.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
saw know about
Right.
it. He saw know. He
Right.
studied that.
Yep.
Yeah.
He knows it. He knows
Like
that we know. That's how he know he had to pick our mind from right. We can be big consumers
Yep.
in society. We make billions off of
Right.
it. With our stupidity, of our low self-esteem, and all our stupidity.
Yep.
Going through hardcore slavery, he studied us so much.
Yep.
It came to a time when it's like, all right, we think we got it all figured out.
Yep.
We can let these niggas go to a certain extent. We can put the chains, we can take
Yep.
the chains off, them shackles off,
Yep.
and we can put it on their mind. Dangle this over them, do
Yep.
that, set the woman up, you know, give them a job.
Yeah, right.
You know, give them a job.
All they
do this,
know is that.
and we'll have all, and they'll continue to build our kingdom.
Yep.
You know, they're gonna be like ultimate slaves.
Yep.
You know, fuck this happening. Because after a while, they're gonna die off. You know, imagine a sickness comes through amongst your slaves. You might lose all your slaves. The flu comes.
Let's make sure we destroy them mentally.
You know, God. Yep.
We get the black woman,
Right.
keep her mind
Right.
straight.
Yep.
Keep her
On our team.
Right.
on our team.
So slavery was
break the children.
Hell yeah.
slavery was a study session for Esau.
Hell
That was
yeah.
college for Esau.
Hell
He went to
yeah.
college and said, you know what? We graduated. We got it. I got it figured out.
So far, he was studying.
Hands-on training. You know.
Yep.
Oh shit, we fucked up. Throw that nigga away.
Yeah.
Give me a number.
Water, bro.
The water, bro.
Hey, Clark, you went that way, right? Yeah. Right in the alley.
Yeah, keep going out.
It says, neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be thereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the movement of our heart, which being extinguished, our bodies shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air.
Yep.
And our
And
names
the
are,
spirit goes back up to the Most High, man. You got it.
it says, 2/3 of the Holy Spirit, they think this is going to vanish into the spirit. No,
Right.
the spirit goes to the Heavenly Father.
That's
And
right.
they believe they're gonna go tormented. Because these niggas say, "Well, I know I'm gonna," you know. They believe that they're gonna be, and like we were going into a couple weeks ago, man. Like, how do you believe that these Christians that believe that they're, you know, that hell is a place? Well, if you believe that hell is a place, how can you not believe in reincarnation? You know, they don't believe in reincarnation, but they believe that, hey, when I die, I'm gonna go to this place, I'm gonna be tormented by demons forever. Well, what body's gonna be tormented by demons forever and ever?
I know,
Like,
right?
hell.
That don't make sense.
You know, in your spirit getting, like, what's being tormented?
Right.
Is the spirit getting tormented? Ah!
Right.
They
Right.
get branded.
You know, so
Right.
you're telling me a body, you're gonna die, and a body of you is gonna be, so your body's gonna come back.
Right. It's gonna re-heal
You know what I'm
itself
saying? They don't
while
even-
it's still being burned. And, you
God.
know.
So to believe in that hell doctrine, you still gotta believe in reincarnation,
Yeah.
whether you believe it or not. You got it out.
It says, which being extinguished, our bodies shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. And our name shall be forgotten in time. And no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as the truth of the clouds. That's why Dick is trying to come and shit on Chuck.
See, I want to be remembered. Jake said, I want to leave my legacy. What are people going to say about you when you die? That's what they're trying to do. You know, and even if it's in wickedness.
Nigga was dating like she's trying to write his book.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, Jake said, I can't become a celebrity. I ain't going to be no business tycoon. Fuck it, I'm going to be the worst gangbang you ever see in the streets. I'm going to be the one with the most fun.
Right.
You know, so Jake's striving to be on the top in every aspect of his life. You might have a nigga at the job trying to be the best slave nigga in the world. He wears his mask. He goes to the streets. Employee of the month. Employee of the month niggas.
Right.
You know?
Thanks,
He tell it. He said, Master, you pointed you. He was doing the chin mask. He said,
Right.
not today. He said, everybody's a suspect today. He said, you gonna chill out. He said, I ain't gonna do nothing.
He said, Bo, that big old nigga with that beard over there, he don't raise his man.
Right.
He said, you gonna sit down, we're gonna make this money. He said, everybody's a suspect
I
today.
just thought I came out with the tell.
He said, I ain't gonna do nothing. I got action. You know? Hey, he saw us creative players, man. You know? I got action.
He says,
He saw they gave these niggas a whistle, man.
Hell
You know? And they ran with it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey,
But think about it, that's the best way to manage a people. You have taskmasters. And
Right.
somebody is going to always be willing of our people to sell out.
Nah,
Yep.
nah.
You know, going back to slavery.
give him a boy's wish.
Yep.
Yeah,
That carrot.
yeah.
That carrot.
He like us. This is to us. Well, the nation free.
Right.
Blow that. Every time you want to see something right, blow that guy. Blow
Yep.
your guy.
Yep.
When you see the bad old niggas up
Right.
there,
Right.
blow that goddamn whistle.
Yep.
What
Yep.
did Petey Bobo say? You know?
Blow the whistle.
Hey, blow your whistle. Hey, you got Jakes out here blowing the whistle all over the guy.
Be in the house.
You know, he got some of these Jakes on YouTube modulators.
Oh,
You know? He saw them set him up and you just watch his page only. Your job, we done hired you, it's for this page
Yep.
only. They like,
Scoffers
what the
too.
fuck?
Yep.
They watching every goddamn
Yep.
video.
Yep.
You know?
And Jake hates Jake. So they would be the worst one.
Hell yeah.
Like Master Luck, he says, anything ain't supposed to say these words right here.
He was like, Uncle Rucker, I don't like that nigga black.
You know? Uncle Strike. He said, hell yeah. Strike.
I just don't like him, man. I'll show you to watch him.
But, you know? Because, I mean, you got to, hey, somebody's putting some work in to go on and watch videos 7, 8, 9. You might receive a strike from 10 months ago. So somebody is scrolling all the way down your page. It shit probably took 10 minutes. Because you only do 25 and 50 at a time, you know?
Yeah.
Like the scroll on YouTube. So he done went all the way down, hit the down button again, reload, 50 more, down
Damn,
again,
I fucked
reload.
up.
Yeah, you better not fuck up. You go to the top.
That shit a glitch.
Yeah, because changing all your videos to private, that shit take forever, bro. You know? Unless you use a little icon to it. You know?
So when you change them private, nobody can see them though.
Yeah.
Except you.
Yep.
You gotta keep clicking, you know, or use the select all. You you know. Hey, you know, hey, they watching us, man. You know, because these elites, they know that, you know, hey, we're out here with the truth, man. You know, we're speaking the truth on history. Hey, we're speaking this man's future, man. Hey, we're lifting up the skirt on who he is, man. God. They're like, how did, man, he's telling everybody, he's telling everybody.
What's up?
And he's like, they're telling everybody I'm an Edomite, goddammit.
Right.
You know, I've been went this far hiding. I've been had a good veil set up.
He said,
You know?
shit, I would have gotten away with it too. Well, for you Netherlands kids.
Yeah, that's how he thinks. I would have got away with
Oh,
this shit.
we put a mask on,
You know? God damn it. Fuck it. Everybody got it done. You know? Yeah. What you gonna fix it up?
Yeah. This is Amos chapter 1, verse 11. Thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because
And the Lord's not changing his mind, man. You know? These so-called white Christians, they like, man, if we pray enough, if we do it, if we give to the poor enough, maybe the Lord will just change his mind. He'll accept us or something. You know?
or something.
We're trying to do it.
He
You
said,
know?
or something.
Because deep down inside, they know that we're right to. You know, they're like, man, I never knew the scripture said that.
They're trying to huddle up.
Right.
We already see it like the old
Right.
back
God, he walked away.
Yeah.
He said, God damn it.
Know your piece of shit, right?
Right. He said, you're a piece of shit, right? Yeah. He said, ha ha ha. He said, he walked off, man. I said, damn.
Because he did pursue his brother with the sword and did not cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually.
Hey, that's right. That's perpetual hatred.
Oh, yeah.
Go to the word perpetual. I appreciate it.
Perpetually.
I'm gonna go back to white supremacy.
Yeah, hey, man, we had to do a video on white supremacy, man.
It really goes all the way back to
Cain and
Cain
Abel.
and Abel.
It says, and no, you got
You
go
want
ahead.
right now?
You got the blue letter?
Oh, you want a blue letter?
Yeah.
What's that one? Yeah.
That's probably still, you probably
Yeah.
still got some good ones.
Perpetual says never ending or changing.
Mm.
Occurring.
But it said, if Israel a homeborn slave,
Right.
why is this? What the scripture say? Change. What is it?
Hey,
Change.
it's not comedy for it. No.
The
That's
other
this.
one. It says, why thy change? Why thy tremors thy
Yeah.
ways to seek love?
Yeah.
Jeremiah what? 33, 33,
Yeah.
33, man. The change constantly changing the way. If we protest, if we shout out more,
Yeah.
if we ask for more,
We march.
we march more, maybe Massa will love us. No.
They hate you.
He said they're not going to ever change, man.
Yep. Perpetual says never ending or changing, occurring repeatedly, so frequent as to seem endless or uninterrupted.
So that his hatred is uninterrupted. Nothing is going to stop his hatred for you so-called Neo-Latinos and
Never
Native
ending.
Americans. Yeah.
Continually occurring over and over
Yep.
again, man.
Yep.
You know? Is there any more on that?
That's it.
Okay, get the blue letter.
Amos 1 and 11.
Yeah.
It says the definition of perpetually, and concordance says it says forever, continuing, future, forever, continuing, continuous existence. It says ancient of past
Yeah,
time.
that ancient, man. That ancient hatred, man. You know that Esau has for you jakes, man. Never ending. It's always going to be around continually. It's forever lasting. So these jakes, they say that well, now the so-called white man is nice. He doesn't hate us no more. He loves us. But the scriptures say he has perpetual hatred for you jakes.
Esau said that after Jacob had the blessing.
I would hate my brother.
Yep.
Now,
I will slay my brother.
Yeah.
You know? And that hatred is always going to be in existence, man. It never went away. So the so-called white man is never your friend, man. You know?
hey, what did it say in I watched one of Neely's Fuller. They said, "Oh, white man knows about you, but you don't know nothing about the so-called."
That's
white
right. Yo, he study us, but we don't study them.
You don't study.
because we so busy looking at one
Right,
another.
Right. And we're supposed to know him and study him. That's how Jacob was able to supplant
Yep,
Esau.
yep.
He knew he was, man, my brother gonna sell his birthright. You know what I'm saying?
That's a part of being
that.
that's a part of being a watcher.
Yep.
And studying in so far ways. You
Yep.
know, hey, you can't say, hey, this is about to happen. If you don't know hey, what this man, how this man thinks,
Yep.
what he's about to do, his agenda, his plans.
Well, what's one thing he do? He like to bring money around.
Yep.
Right.
It was how did Satan, the scripture even say, try to tell Yahweh
Yep.
do a gift.
Yep. Yep.
Well, we know this man deals with gifts.
Yep.
And like this brother said, what father,
Father not a Muslim.
no. What he said, father,
Oh yeah, follow the rabbit hole goes deep, or the follow the money trail.
Follow
Yeah, follow the money trail. Yeah, follow the money trail. You know,
Follow those gifts.
it leads to you gonna find a Rothschild at the end of the tunnel.
Hell yeah.
You know, that last door you open.
Right.
Ha 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 ha.
Now you're
I
on
would have gotten away with it.
Right.
God, go ahead.
You finished yours?
No, it's a little bit more.
Yeah, I appreciate exactly what you were saying.
It says, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. So Esau never got rid of his wrath.
Yep.
Going back to Cain and Abel, going back to Jacob and Esau because of the blessing.
And he's never let you go. He's never let you free, man. These niggas out here think they got them free. That I can do whatever I want.
Man,
I
we
can go
talk
get a
about
job. You
it.
still got a social security number. You can't just leave. You can't even go into some of these stores without a mask, man. And you can't even some of these jobs. You can't even keep your own job without taking the juicy juice. So how are you free?
Well, the also be like that. Maybe that statistic illusion that you can go up there too, so you can be in tune with the society.
They studied.
They studied you,
Don't make your point through the spirit.
studied you, nigga.
They studied you.
And that's why they have to make them celebrity niggas enter into a vow. They gotta sell their soul.
Yep.
They gotta basically sign in blood that they're not gonna speak about certain things, or they will put them to death.
Yep.
But there you go, you know what you think.
Right.
Hell yeah.
These niggas in Hollywood, they know there's certain things they can't say. You know.
Yep.
They're gonna put that
Yep.
you, nigga.
Hell yeah.
He saw probably things, send a tape to all the celebrities that when somebody goes off, he saw probably cuts them up a little piece, does some type of torture to them, puts it on film and sends it to all the celebrities.
Yep.
This
Yep.
is what happens to you.
Yep.
You talk about our secret plans that you
Yep.
vowed us to. You know, you come against us, we will kill you, put you to death.
If
You know?
I just say, he do a conference call with
Right.
the top level Jason
Exactly.
sold out. Hey, log into the dark web right now.
Yeah, the dark
Log
web.
into the dark web right now.
God,
You gotta
the dark
be
web,
right
man.
now. Goddamn
Hey,
it.
Pop
Yeah.
Smoke.
Hey, the dark web is heavy though.
Hey, Pop Smoke probably lies. He's a gatekeeper.
God.
You know? But you gotta understand, but you here it is. The whole world thinks the rapper is dead, and here it is. You about to make that cross, that transition to the rap world. And you see Biggie.
Right.
You see so-called
Well,
Tupac.
Right.
You see Pop
You're
Smoke.
right.
And Young
I've
Dog.
been saying that for a minute.
They sit like this.
All of a sudden, everybody forgot about plastic surgery.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Everybody, all of a sudden, you know, when it
Yeah.
comes to these people, Epstein, he died in jail. You get some weird vague glimpse of his
Yep.
body. Michael Jackson, you get some weird vague glimpse of some body sitting on a stretcher. All they gotta do is give these guys plastic surgery. They can
Yep.
walk freely.
Yep, really, yep.
You know, go through those surgery,
Yep.
change their skin. Esau's
Yep.
got all these different things. You change your skin color,
They gotta
this
change
and that. He ain't got to change much.
just going
Because
so
people look like each other. You
Epstein
know?
Island.
God, you
And
know,
they call him off of it
Facts.
to make
Right.
that initiation.
Or after he heals up, after the plastic surgery,
When
give you 3 years on Epstein Island.
like Griselda.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure them niggas probably seen some old wicked
Wicked
shit.
shit. They can't
That's
do
why
that.
they was like, you know what? Yo, this is high level.
Yeah,
I thought Biggie was dead.
Yep.
I didn't see this nigga.
Well, you got
Yo,
Tupac,
I ain't
Big,
fucking with it.
you got
I'm signing here.
Yep.
Here.
yeah, you got
I ain't
Tupac,
fucking-
you got Biggie, you got Eminem, you got Kobe Bryant. They all on the same island playing poker.
Yeah.
You know, playing
These
games.
niggas done became the top
Hey, what's
level
that movie?
gatekeepers.
But they were, it's not the island. It's
Shutter
another
Island?
thing. But they were in that little, they were on the island. They were
So the G.
What happened in the movie? What happened in the
they were
movie?
all trying to go to that other place. You know, they were like,
Oh,
that didn't really exist. They were just getting put to death.
Did it come out recently?
Nah, it's been out for a while. I don't know.
I think I know what you're talking about.
You know, but the big dude that died was in it from Green Mile.
Not Vin
Oh,
Rames,
you know what,
Michael Douglas.
I didn't watch
That's
it.
Got the
him.
name on it.
I didn't watch it, but I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, but it was just an idea. They were seeing people like,
Damn.
you graduate, you now get to go to the island. They were like clapping for them, this and that. But really, they were just putting them in this machine and it was just shredding them and putting them in that.
Damn.
You know? So everybody was striving, and they were showing pictures of this great place, this paradise.
It's probably called
But it
the
was all
island.
facade. It was all just like a little movie. They would put it on the screen, this and that, because they were never allowed to go outside. You know? And that's basically how Esau's system is set up.
Yeah, once you up there, man, you
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
you are excluded from the world.
Yeah.
You can't come amongst the world.
Right.
But we were talking about
What they they'll rip you apart.
Right.
They're like, Mike Tyson's that you? You live right here?
Yeah,
Let's
let's
be out here for the
Let
house.
Snoop Dogg walk down this goddamn street. He's not gonna be able to leave.
Yep.
You ain't gonna be able to go to sleep. A little kid gonna throw rocks in your house 24 hours a day. Mike Tyson lived in. A word? Somebody else said, fuck it, I'm throwing rocks with you. Grown ass man.
You
You got people trying to rob you. You know? It don't even matter if you still got money. If you even really got money anymore, you might have some valuable items. You know? You still got to go like, yeah, he got to take care of frame a picture of his dog and stuff. We don't get that. You know? So once you get into Hollywood, you're basically, it's a trap. Just like we was going to how like the drug game is a trap. They call it, I'm at the trap house, I'm out here trapping. It's a trap, you know, that it's basically set up for you to be destroyed. Hey, it's the same way Hollywood is, man. It's nothing but a trap. Once you get in Hollywood, hey, that's basically it, man.
Yep.
You know?
That's why Kyrie Irving said, you thinking of Vegas.
Right.
Yeah, the vegan. He looking to get the vegan now. He might not have said it, but you know how the media is. He might not have said it. Yeah, they do.
They always forward. Esau sent an agent and said, yo,
Yep.
hey, we'll sugarcoat it. Just tell them you ate pork.
Yep. Yep.
Remember?
Yep.
Eleazar.
Just
Yep.
tell them you ate the pork. You know? We're going to give it to, hey, just tell them you took the vegan, you know, da-da-da-da. He's like, fuck it. I'm taking, and like, if you don't trust this man already, how you going to trust his vegan?
If you see.
I don't trust what's in it. He said, I don't trust what's in it. I don't trust what it is. It's against my belief, but I'm going to trust him because he's put vegan in front of it. I'm going to trust it's all natural. Come on, man. That's just about a little setup to get Jake. Now Jake's going to be like, I don't believe in the juice, but I'm going to take the vegan juice, you know?
This one's better. This is jumping over the original side of the dream. It says let's jump down to verse 11. Whoso despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable.
Right. And just like the word I was going to earlier, the wisdom of this word is foolishness to the Most High. You know, they despise the true wisdom, man. But they look at these professor, somebody with a college degree, because a nigga knows or a person knows the scientific word, you know, can say it fluently or something. You know, he's got knowledge. You know, right? Technology, all that, man. You know, you might have a high status, you know, on this earth. You know, and as soon as you speak, like we were going to earlier, when a rich man speak, everybody listens.
Right.
You know, keep going out. It says,
Whoso despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain.
that's right. That's why the majority of our people, hey, they're miserable. You know, they think they're on that YOLO, one life, live in a depressed mind state. You know, they don't know who they are. They're constantly destroying themselves. Right. They're destroying their own people, and they're complaining, complaining about what goes on in the community. Right.
Yep.
You know, complaining about this, complaining about that, and you're destroying your own people. You know, they're telling your people to do stuff to destroy themselves, man. Keep going out.
It says their labors unfruitful and their works unprofitable.
That's right. Their labors are unfruitful and their works unprofitable, man. They're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. You know, our Israelite men are out here teaching, and furthermore, they're not out here pushing the ways of righteousness. You know, they're not teaching to bring up their kids in the scripture. You know, keep going.
You should. It says their wives are foolish, and their children.
Wicked as hell, man. You didn't told that little nigga Santa
Damn.
Claus was real. You didn't told that nigga, hey, the Easter Bunny was, hey,
Yep.
put that tooth under your, and the tooth fairy gonna pull down. You didn't indoctrinate them from a very young age, way before Christianity.
Yep.
You know?
Teaching white supremacy.
Right.
Go right along with
Right.
it.
You didn't teach. You basically teach your kids lies. You teach your kid how to be a liar. That's what you tell them. Hey, I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna tell you Santa Claus is real, but when you get a certain age, I'm gonna tell you that Santa Claus was never
Right,
real.
tell you that you're black. And then he's gonna tell you the rest of it.
Right.
We gonna teach you what we
Right,
think
right.
as a black
God,
man.
God.
They you would teach, parents teach you, oh, you Puerto Rican,
Right.
or you are
Right.
African American.
Right.
And then you go to school, you're African American,
Right.
slaves, we ruled over,
Right.
we conquered you.
Good.
They gonna tell you their history.
Right.
But see, boy, we gonna deprive you.
They basically bringing their kids up as
There you
they're
go.
teaching them how to be con artists.
Yep.
Hey, yo, Santa Claus,
Be
a
conquered.
big fat man slides down the chimney. We leave cookies out for him, and he eats them and leaves crumbs. And you know that's where all your presents come from. And then you got to write to Santa, and he comes on a reindeer and flies around. The time he reaches 8 or 9, 10, 11 years old, you tell him, oh yeah, all that was bullshit. We put your presents under the tree. Imagine with the kids looking at you like, motherfucker, like what?
Go along to get along.
So that's he's basically teaching your kids to
I don't-
push
I
lies,
don't
man.
wanna, and then they said, I
You know?
don't want to break his spirit.
Yeah.
Shit, you
just a
breaking his
kid.
spirit,
He's
man.
just a kid, you know, because they want to be James 4:4. They want to be one of the world because everyone else is doing it. They want to.
Yep.
They don't want to hurt their
Yep.
kids' feelings because Ray and Johnny down the street believe in Santa Claus.
And you're raising a weak generation. That's
God,
why
right,
these younger generation of kids are so goddamn weak, man.
God,
You know?
Feminine.
Yeah, and feminine and all that. I got a precept too.
God, I go ahead.
Jeremiah 5:26. From among my people are found wicked men.
Hey, there's wicked men, man. These church pastors, man. These priests, okay. It says among my people, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know, in these positions of power. Hey, Hollywood, these celebrities, keep going out.
They lay wait as he that setteth snares.
That's right. What does the pastor do before these people come to the church? He's in church before them.
Yep.
He's waiting. He got a sermon
Yep.
ready.
Yep.
He's I'm about to make some money today.
Yep.
Remember that? Hey, the one pastor said he wants $1,000 for each member. A
Yep.
fight broke out. You know,
Damn.
he said it would take ATM, check, or cash. And he said if you ain't got 1,000, just try to put 300. Keep going up.
If I could just say to those celebrities, like we talked, y'all mentioned,
Yeah.
P. Diddy and all these other,
Uh-huh.
when these rappers want to go mainstream, they got to go through P. Diddy
Yeah.
and them.
They gotta go through the gatekeeper.
They get something slipped into their drink,
Yeah.
and then now you done sold out. You got a
Right.
skirt. You supposed to be the toughest guy. You wearing a skirt.
They like they done went and said who is the hardest rapper in
Yep.
the game? Let's get him for the church.
Yeah, they got NBA young boys wearing makeup now. So he fell right into the snares and traps. You know? It
You
said-
got, and there's a lot of, that's what you said, there's a lot of celebrity men, Israelite men that are wearing makeup. Man.
Yep.
I looked at that one, what's that guy, Charlemagne the God?
Oh, yeah.
I saw a
yeah,
commercial of
yeah.
him. I said, nobody's skin and lips
Right.
and eyelashes look like that.
That
I'm like,
nigga
yo, this
straight
nigga's wearing
homo,
lipstick, eyeliner,
And
and,
then
he's
that
putting
shit,
facial
yep,
shit. I'm
yep.
like, yo, these niggas is homosexuals.
Yep.
Man. You know?
Facts.
Keep going up.
It says,
For the lipstick, yo. Bro.
yep. It says they set a trap, they catch men.
That's right. The trap and they catch you. You know, you come to church. But one of the ways they set up the trap is they have all these things for the kids.
Yo,
Have vacation
hell
Bible
yeah,
school.
hell
Hey, you
yeah.
like to sing? We got a
Yep,
choir.
yep.
You know, you like to play
Yep.
the piano. You know, like
Yep.
hey, we're having a dinner after church.
Yep.
You know, this and that. They tend to all that. So when you get in, you basically get caught in the trap. Like now we got that tithe money. I know he makes about $500,000 a year. So I know that's 10%. They're thinking about 10%. They're looking at people like with digits in their mind. Like, man, he lives in that house. He's like 10%. Hey, man, that's a nice little 50 grand, 60, 70,000, you know? So,
Yep.
you know?
You take, just think about it. If you take half a dollar from one person, you have, let's say $5.
$10, say you got 500 people.
You got 2,000 people.
That's not even talking about your 501c3 check. Bro, you living
That shit
good.
adds up, man.
Hey, living good. Keep going up.
Yep. It says, verse 27.
Hey, Crosby, can you hold Michael chapter 2?
Con.
Okay, God.
Verse 27. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit.
Hey, full of deceit. You're paying for lies, man. You're going in, you're getting fed bullshit, madness, lies, and you're paying for it. You're putting more money into the pastor's pocket, man. He don't live like you, okay? He's on a whole nother tax bracket. You know, he ain't driving the same cars as you. You know, that's why a pastor don't invite you out to his house. Here it is, y'all. Pastor will never, you ain't never
Oh,
let
hell
pastors
no.
out. If
Hell
they
no.
came and passed his house,
They be like, oh, we paying for
oh,
this.
hell no.
They paying for
So
this.
how do you get? You know, they looking at he got this, he got that, big screen TVs everywhere. You know, keep going up.
It says,
Some got a Ferrari.
I know, right? White got a Lambo. It says,
They walk into the wrong room. You know, you got a jet.
what they found, I know
Oh
he's
yeah,
an Edomite.
600.
Yeah, 600,000 in, Joel
in the
Osteen.
wall.
Yeah, but
In
he
checks.
Edomite pastor, but
Yeah,
yeah.
in the wall in the bathroom.
Yup.
600,000 in cash.
600,000.
Fell out the damn. Like
And then they ended up giving the plumber dude that found it 20,
Yeah.
20, yeah.
Man,
Keep your
shut
mouth
up.
shut.
Yep.
It's your gag order. You sign right here. Here's 20 grand.
Damn.
Keep going up.
Anything else we do. We got power too.
He might as well just took some goddamn checks for himself, man.
It says, therefore they are become great and waxing rich.
Woo. Hey, they waxing rich. They become great. Hey, they leveled up. No, they're different tax brackets. Man.
In the wall.
That's jump change. You weren't even thinking about that. You know? He was like 600,000.
That's a quarter.
That's 30 minutes. That's not even
That's
a
a quarter
Sunday.
towards that.
He's like, that's
I know,
1/3 of what I get on every Sunday. You know? And that's through online. We're not talking about the people here. You know? So keep going up.
Verse 28, they are waxing fat,
Yep.
they shine.
They shine, man. Hey, Bugatti, Lamborghini. Hey, a lot of these prosperity doctors, what they call them, what they call them, celebrity televangelists.
Oh, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And they're basically in the celebrity world, man. They have named them celebrity televangelists, so they know Drake, all these different rappers, these different movie stars. You know? God, right.
Try to annoy him.
They in the
Who
same
they?
meetings every year, man. You know?
TD Jakes.
Yeah.
Had Tyler Perry
God.
come up in his church.
Yeah.
Right. You know, they talk to each other. They got each other's phone number.
Yep.
These celebrity televangelists pick up the phone and call your favorite celebrity. You can call
Hell
him
yeah.
on things like, yo, what's up? He probably lives down the street from
Yep.
him. You know? He going out.
It says, yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked.
Woo! Hey, they overpass. These so-called niggas, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, that are pushing that false doctrine, leading the Israelites astray. Hey, man, they have overpassed the deeds of the wicked. Here, you're supposed to be a holy people, you know? And here it is. You're pushing your people to follow the ways of the world, the ways of the heathen, you know? To believe in what the heathen believe in, you know?
And if I can just say, too, it's crazy because they're giving ideas to the wicked. Like, do this will work better.
Hey,
And the wicked looking like,
right. And you know what? Hey, going back to slavery. Hey, yo, I invented this. This will make it easier on you.
hey.
You're like, you know what? You're right. You put your face on it.
Gonna catch niggers?
Right.
Right. We're gonna put you on the face of this. We're gonna call it Bubble Ray's barbecue show. And we're gonna make all the money. But Bubble Ray ain't get shit. You know what I'm saying? Baby Ray. What is it? Okay, I said Bubble Ray. I said Baby Ray.
Catch a nigga by
Right.
the tongue.
You know, I said, Aunt Mama, this is some good pancakes. Hey, we're gonna put your face on it, okay?
Right.
You know? We're gonna reap the benefits.
Mouth shut. It's what you do.
Do.
Yep.
It says, verse.
And you think about it, see, and Jake would do that so they just think about themselves. So we can escape that pain and that punishment. See, we're not, hey, what did Moses said, hey, the hell with what I got in Egypt. I remember my people.
Yep.
Yahushua came down not only as an angel,
Yep.
as an angel, but as one of his brothers.
Facts. Hey, look, Moses slain 2 heathens.
Yeah.
Or I think a heathen from one of his brothers. And it's still gonna tell on it.
Moses was brought up in the abundance of Egypt.
Yep.
And it's that's beautiful. His own people was it's like we blowing the whistle. We blowing the whistle back there. You know?
Verse 28, they are waxing fat, they shine. Yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fathers. Yep.
See, that's why people are leaving the church.
Hell yeah.
Because they're not speaking about the injustice and the oppression that's going on amongst Israel.
Right. They don't talk about slavery. You know, they don't talk about your history. They don't talk about who you were before you were black. You know, who were you before you were black?
I know, right?
Before you were called black or so-called African, because these words are fairly new.
What was your name before Esau gave you name?
Right.
Right.
Right. You know?
Johnson's boy.
Yeah. Hey, can you bring out Micah chapter 2?
Yep.
I think it's 11.
Let me finish off a little bit more.
Salaki.
A little bit more. It says, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge.
Right, that's right. They prosper, man. You know, and they ain't worried about. They ain't worried about the congregation.
Right.
Right. Esau said, hey, listen to me, boy. You're gonna do it.
Right. You only.
Help people.
Right. Don't you help? Basically, the same thing he tells these celebrity niggas. Man. Hey, we'll give you money. We'll give you this black card. You can take. You can buy mansions. You can buy cars. You can buy jewelry. Hey, we'll even give you drugs and women. Whatever you want, you can get. You know. But if you take a whole bunch of money out of this bank, you better ask us first.
Yep.
We'll cover for you. You better not take no money, give it to no family,
Yep.
their friends. You better buy your mama a car. That's it. You know.
Never got them.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Micah
black.
2 and 10.
Hey, that's black culture.
It is.
Hey, he's gonna be in the back of it.
Right.
He driving something. He's about to be in the back of it. You cut it.
2 and 10, right? This is Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction.
My bad. Micah 3 and 11.
Oh, yeah. Come. This is Micah chapter 3.
Yeah, that's still beautiful.
Yep. This is Micah chapter 3, verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money.
That's right. They do it for money, man. Okay?
Like the elder that brought out, he said, yeah, women can be bishops too. He said they could be teachers too. He said, but they said women shall be in silence. Where the hell did you get that from? I said, yo, this is bad. Yo, this is bad, man. So he don't care about the judge and what's going on, the oppression of Israel. He's caring about his reward.
Yep.
He wants money. He got things. See, that's the thing of it. That's the worst nigga ever. See, that's why. Hey, that's why we have examples like Yahushua, Joshua, Caleb, Moses, Jeremiah, the apostles. Man. They didn't think about themselves. They thought about the nation.
That's right.
Same as what we're doing. We're not thinking about ourselves. Think about yourself as taking a picture of the world and not understanding the large
Big picture,
The
yep.
big picture, man.
Once they get that little taste, they're like,
Oh, you taste that? It's kind of hard. He gets something right. You know, keep that baby.
you know? So once he got a taste of that gift, that money, that first million, oh, he ain't going back.
Oh, yeah.
He got that first million, he bought that Ferrari, he got his mansion. Hey, now they can tell him whatever. He didn't took the perks already. Hey, you know you done took that money. So
Yep.
now as soon as they want to go back and revert, we want it all back. Right. God. Right.
We gonna keep this empty, man.
God.
I get the good.
Yeah.
This the world is now.
Yep.
Like these sports contracts.
Yep.
These sports contracts they enter into,
Yep.
if they just opt out of these contracts, they gotta pay a whole lot of money back.
Yep.
That's why you don't ever see nobody go play in the NFL 7, 8, 9 years and then just opt out of the contract and leave the NFL completely.
Yep.
Under the stipulations, they gotta pay back a whole lot. Usually they get a lot of bonus money and they get a certain amount of money that's guaranteed to them. It's a whole lot of stipulations that go on, man.
So that's why a lot of them have management.
Right.
Yep.
That's why you'll see somebody like, why has he been in the NFL for 20 years? Like, bro,
Tom
you
Brady
old now.
has.
You didn't got bad money. You on a decline now. You ain't okay. You're not at the top of your game like you was 5, 6, but you still playing.
It's probably,
You know,
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
That's what'll make somebody like Roy Jones come back and fight again. That's what'll make somebody like Michael Jordan have to retire, come back. Yeah, he's gonna play for the Wizards now. Boy can barely dunk.
Right.
You know, they just can't. Esau's not gonna have these Jakes leave on top.
Yep.
You know.
shot left young.
Right. Right. He's going, and the so-called way is going to destroy your name. He's going to throw dirt on your name. You're going to have to go through some type of scandal, okay, or something before you just retire.
Hell
You
yeah.
ain't going to retire on top. And what? Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, none of them retired. None of them just say, you know what? I'm going to retire. I'm the best. I'm gone. You never hear from him again. Right. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Esau's always going to bait you in to keep you, you know, and Mayweather, man, and they're going to do the same thing
Yep.
with Mayweather.
Yep.
He's
They
gonna
gonna
be
get him.
involved in some big scandal,
Mhm.
or he's gonna enter into one of these fights
Yep.
with some of these no name. He's gonna get his ass knocked out.
Yep.
He saw him and be like, "Hey, you losing this one."
Or he might put him to death.
Yeah, he's
God.
losing this
Yep.
one.
Mayweather not gonna give him the riches.
Right,
Hell
right.
no.
You know, so he's partaking. Mayweather's partaking in all the rituals.
Yep.
He's partaking in all the sacrifices he can. 'Cause
Yep.
he's trying to like, yo, I'm not losing.
Hell no.
You know,
Wow.
I'm not losing.
No,
Well,
right.
you saw what he's doing.
Right.
Yep.
'Cause that's
Oh,
all he's
yeah.
going off right now.
Yep.
All he has to tell everybody he can always refer to, I'm undefeated.
And they could fight his way out of the door again.
Yeah.
Like
You know?
that just shows you, nigga, we got power, bro.
Right. Sacrifices, man. You saw that when Mike Tyson lost all that money. You know, all of a sudden his daughter got caught in a weightlifting act,
Right.
a workout exercise machine. Got her neck caught in and got strangled. You know, and these never they go through the media and then they just like, you don't even talk about them.
Right. Well,
It's
he's
the sweat.
the toughest, one of the toughest guys, and he's like, I don't want to talk about it. Now,
Right.
granted, nobody wants to talk
And
about
it
it.
almost be
But
tears.
Mike Tyson, he was known as the one that wanted vengeance on
The bad guy.
but now he don't want
Right. You know, because they know what they have done and they can't speak about it. You know, same with Snoop Dogg.
Yep. Oh
You know,
yeah.
his mother
Oh,
that
yeah.
died. Next thing you know, he got Def Jam
CEO.
CEO. How does that even come about? What? You know,
What his name? Dr. Simmons.
Self.
You know him now?
Yep.
Now he done faded away.
Yep.
Now Snoop, his mom died. He was in a commercial passing up the Romans.
Yeah.
These niggas, yo.
right in front of y'all's face.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, Al.
This is Jeremiah 6:13, going back into the prophets and the priests that are, false. All right. This is Jeremiah 6:13. From the least of them, even to the greatest of them, every one is given to covetousness, and the prophet even unto the priest, every one dealeth falsely. All right, so from your neighborhood pastor, that's around the corner, all the way to Joe Osteen, T.D. Jakes, these motherfuckers that own these mega million churches, from the least of them even to the greatest of them, they all deal deceitfully,
Hell
man,
yeah.
falsely. Like the brother's been saying, they take all your money. They got you going to these functions where they serve you things that are abominable unto you. Take your money, pay they mansion mortgages, have these fancy fly cars, these nice clothes, and you out here living it on
right?
Second Ave
Right.
in Richmond, Virginia, in Jackson Circle or
Martin-
Jackson's
Martin
Ward.
Luther King Boulevard.
Yeah,
Hood.
yep. And that's the deceit of the devil, man.
You know, and these passes, hey man, Esau is nothing but a tool for these elites to push that Quran, man. Okay, these pastors, these preachers, these priests, your local rap artists, your favorite celebrity, your favorite sports star, they're all going to be telling you to take that Quran. Look what they're doing already, man. They're already pushing Esau's product. You have a nigga, a movie star, tell you to go buy this insurance. You have another celebrity nigga that have a big old hamburger in his hand. He never takes a bite. They'll say, go buy a Big Mac. You know? I'm saying another guy, hey, go buy this shoe. You know? Drink, obey your thirst.
Oh,
Do
why
the
I never
do.
Salaki? Why I never seen a white man on a damn Sprite commercial? Never.
Yeah.
Totally for Jakes.
Never.
You know? They're already doing the bidding of the devil. They're already pushing it and promoting this shit. How much more to push the Quran, man? You know? And that's going to be a order that goes out. They're going to be getting paid very lucrative to do that, man.
That's right.
You know? They're already getting paid lucrative to push that juice upon our people, man. You know? Cut the lights out while I take the shot.
Right.
Goddamn, what's that?
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to do it live on camera. The lights went out.
Right.
And they hit him with the... Like, what the hell up?
But that bit. Oh,
What
yo,
the
I
hell
was
is going on right now?
I was just in the 7-Eleven over there. How about they got vaccination card coverage so you can keep your card from getting wet? Lost. I should have took a picture of
Yo,
that shit, man.
Yeah, that's
Ridiculous, man.
It's heavy.
Go ahead,
You want to go? Jeremiah 23:1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord.
right. If you ain't gathering, you're scattered. You know, you tell them that you're African. You're
I know, right?
Go vote. You know,
Right.
take the juice. Hey, Jesus Christ, God, hell, apples and snakes. You know, Adam and Eve. Yeah, that's all. I mean, they're just pushing a bunch of madness, man. You know, war in heaven. The war in heaven. Satan fought against the Lord. Him and the angels, Satan and his angels fought against the Lord, and he didn't lose. You know, and obviously he wasn't destroyed.
Right.
They're pushing a bunch of. They don't understand the scripture. They don't understand the Bible. You know, they're not telling you who you are according to. Why is all you see in the scriptures is Israelite, this tribe, that tribe. You know, because hey, the 18 nations, it never gets. That's why these Christians know that. That's why they're hurt, because when they come amongst us and watch our videos, they hear scriptures they never seen. Hurt. They didn't even know this was in the Bible, let alone break it down. They're like, hold on, where's he reading? Let me get our Bible. Oh, it does say that, man. I've been in the church 50 years. That's why they're like, you see, that's why you see the elder Carlos Zappa from Baltimore. He did a video that these church pastors are banding together as one.
There's so many ways to cut them.
Like, yo, we got to come together as one unit. We're making one transformer, you know, and we're going to come at them with all our doctrines together. We might be able to withstand. That's the only way. They know that they can't come by themselves, or one or two, you know. You got it out.
Verse 2, therefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, power of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away.
And this is nothing new. Jake's been doing this. Jake's been teaching false doctrine. Even going back to the times of the ancient prophets. You know, there was false prophets back then. Exactly. You know, teaching the other ways, man. Teaching you know, these other doctrines, these other philosophies, these other gods. You know. You got it, huh?
It says, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, says the Lord.
You know, if you don't repent, you know, you wicked pastors, if you don't repent, which the majority of them aren't, you know, hey, man, the Lord's got a heavy judgment for you, man. You know, for these wicked pastors, man. You know, that are scattered these so-called Negroes and Latinos in Native America, man. You know, because a lot of them, especially the ones that are in the higher up, they actually know what they're doing. They know they're pushing falsehood. They know they're pushing an agenda or an idea. You know. They know that they have to say this, they have to say that, and get paid, you know, accordingly. You know? You got it. I'm better on that.
That's it on that.
I go with you.
That says, Sirach 27 and 27. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him. And he shall not know whence it cometh.
Hey, that's right. And these pastors, that's what they're doing. They're doing nothing but mischief. You know? They're the scheme like, all right, we want you, you're the pastor, so we want you trying to get these people to do this, do that. We eventually want them to take the Jews, and then we eventually want them to do this so we can, you know, because they kind of got an idea of what's about to happen. And they're in these different Illuminati so-called groups. You know, in order to tell a lie, you have to know the truth to a certain aspect, or at least know what not to say. Or they would end up saying the truth by accident. If you didn't know that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans were Israelites, you might accidentally say, well, I think, you know,
such a loud
so-called Negroes from the tribe of Judah. You know, Esau was like, hold up, then your lights, all the power goes out. You know, all of a sudden.
Right. And they think they're gonna be safe.
God.
They think they got immunity from what their handlers are doing.
Right.
But Esau himself hates the traitors.
Right.
So, you know, Esau like we're just using you.
God.
You know, we're just using you.
Right. That's why you see a nigga like Ron James, Nick Cannon, and that other football star will come out and say some truth. Not even 24 hours or a week later, they completely renege on it, apologize, and say, you know, hey man, Esau has a heavy hold upon, you know, these so-called leaders of Israel. You know, you got it out.
It says, mockery and reproach are from the crowd, but vengeance as a lion shall lie in wait for you.
That's right, man. Vengeance. Hey, the Lord's got a heavy judgment coming to these pastors. You know, a heavy judgment.
Because they that rejoice at the fall of the righteous shall be taken in the snare.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to rejoice. Hey, they're going to rejoice when the so-called white man demonizes us. You know, and they're going to help in his plans when he comes against us and throws us in jail, prison, or even death. You know, pushes some. It's very easy for Esau right now to push a false flag, which we think is going to happen very soon. Some false flag agenda and blame it on the Israelites, man. You know, he's already kind of heading that direction, man. You know, and then people will be like, oh my God, yeah, we got to get these Israelites off the street. And they
full
shot
of
up the
hate.
kosher deli. They ran over our people at the Christmas parade. It's getting out of control. They're out there teaching. They probably took down the towers. You know, he's not gonna say anything right now. He's not gonna say, 9/11.
Right.
9/11. The Israelites did it. We thought it was Iran and Iraq. We're sorry. The war was bullshit. The Israelites did it.
Right.
You know?
Hebrews in on it.
Right. They was in on it. They was in with Iraq and Bin Laden. Yeah. We found out Bin Laden was a black Hebrew Israelite.
Breaking news.
Breaking news: Bin Laden was a black Hebrew Israelite. He was from one West before he went over there. We're afraid that this might happen again. Guantanamo Bay, man. Esau has all types of torture camps. Hey, he's made torture legal under the umbrella of terrorism. You can torture. Hey, they make plenty of movies on. I was watching a movie last night about it, where they can literally torture you. They can do all types of shit to you, man, under the law, man.
Yeah, it's a torture camp.
God.
I forget the name of it.
It's down there in Guantanamo.
Guantanamo Bay. Yeah, Guantanamo Bay, and then they got a whole lot of black sites that aren't even listed, that you can't, that nobody really even knows about, that are used for basically torture just to get information, under the umbrella of so-called terrorism, man. The war on terror.
Would you finish that, Crowd? I got
One
some.
more. It says, its anger shall consume them before they die.
Payback.
That's right. Hey, payback. That's right. Hey, you might get ripped apart. You might get ripped apart by your congregation, man.
Hell yeah.
They done found out you done this, you done that. They found out all this shit you were saying is a lie. Hey, man. Yeah, you got Jacob in the church. They like, hey, man, we killing this guy. We're gonna rip him apart with our man. No weapon.
I knew. Here in Richmond, Virginia, I knew his mom. He was an upcoming young so-called pastor.
Right.
And his church is growing. His mom was telling me, because I did business with his mom. She's telling me that he's growing so fast, they're looking to get a bigger church. Elder Manasseh Zotbot did a video on him. The Lord had his car on Hawaii. His car crashed. He instantly died, coming through the toll. The Lord put his ass to death, and I think he was only like 40-something years old. Yeah, he's going into, he had a large congregation of Israelites. He probably had at least about 6,000 members. Yeah, Lord put his ass to death, man.
And you're Israelite now, if you didn't know before.
Yep.
It says, malice and wrath, even these are abominations, and the sinful man shall have them both.
That's right. That's beautiful, man. And we're trying. Hey, we're out here week in and week out telling you Jakes, man. Hey, the wisdom and knowledge is not in these churches, man.
Right.
It's not in these temples. It's not with these pastors, man. And it's all games and gimmicks, like we were going into earlier. They're just trying to trap you into coming into the church. Vacation Bible school, choir meeting, night service, men's study, women's study. And we'll watch your kids for you while you come to. You can come to our church, and we got a daycare for free daycare. Where in the world can you go that has a free daycare? You can't go nowhere on earth and take your kids and a stranger and watch them. You go to church. Yep, we got a daycare.
I know, right?
We'll feed them.
I know, right?
They come out fed.
Right.
Come on, man.
Cookies and shit.
Yeah. You go to church and you got a big old feast after the church. It's just such a gathering for our people, so to speak. Is it get that on that? Go ahead.
Mark 21:1. My son, has thou sinned, do so no more.
That's right. Hey, sin no more, man. Repent. Turn back to Yahweh Shemi Yahushua and offend less. Keep going.
But ask pardon for thy former sins.
That's right. That goes into repenting. You got to ask pardon for your former sins, but do a complete 180 in life. Completely turn from that wickedness, man. You can't say, "Oh, I want to pardon for my sins," and then go right back to doing the same shit you were doing before, man. Keep going.
Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent.
Hey, when you see a serpent, imagine a big old anaconda comes out here, 100-foot snake.
Hell yeah.
Hey, people gonna be running so fast. If you was a football and you ran, say you ran a 4.40 or 4, hey, you ran a 3.8. You see that snake? I don't care if you're 20 years older.
Yep.
Record your fastest speed. Hey, it's gonna be there. Keep going.
It says, flee from sin as from the face of a
That's
serpent.
right.
For if thou comest too near it, it will bite
That's right, but our people ain't fleeing sin. They're going straight in the direction of evil,
Damn.
wickedness.
Yep.
You know, they're not fleeing sin, man. You know, they're going towards it. They have a gravitational pull to it.
That's what makes you
Yeah, yeah. I'm over there. I want to be with the jazz. Whoever's got the juice, I want to be around them. You know?
I feel safe.
Right. They have a gravitational pull to rap music, black culture. You know? Hey, the church, doctrines, Christmas, Thanksgiving. You know?
Agreed.
Christmas parade. You know? Keep on going to these Christmas gatherings, man. The Lord ain't playing. Justice
Yeah,
being issued out.
for real.
Hey, man set on the whole goddamn tree on fire.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Whole goddamn tree went up in smoke. And that's what's gonna happen to Babylon. Keep going up. Nah, it was like singing, having a good old time. They look, mommy, tree with the ashes and dust. Go ahead.
For if thou comest too near it, it will bite thee.
Mm-hmm.
The teeth thereof are as the teeth of a lion, slain the souls of men. All iniquity is as a two-edged sword. The wounds thereof cannot be healed.
That's right. You keep on being involved in wickedness. You know, being involved in all this bullshit. Hey, eventually, your time, you're gonna get caught up in that shit, man. You know, and like when they said the grim reaper's calling, what's that saying? You know, eventually, you keep on selling drugs, gang banging, doing all this shit. Hey, eventually, your ass gets shot.
Hell
You
yeah.
know, you get put to death, or you get locked in prison. You know,
Right?
you got a precept.
No, at the moment passed already. You
Okay,
got
fine,
it. Yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah. You got it, Cloud. It already passed, man. The moment already passed.
Close out. You had something you want to get out?
Well,
Close out her?
Yeah, we can get something to close out on.
All right.
And then, and more and more of these things are gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
You know, especially because you so-called Negroes and teenagers later, man, y'all ain't supposed to be partaking of these wicked holidays, man. Those holy days according to the scriptures, and you so-called Christians just skip right over, man. You don't
I
even
know, right?
speak of, man. You know, and the Sabbath ain't every Sunday, man. You know,
All right.
We in the Sabbath right now.
Yeah, and that's the first thing, to start off with
That's
the
right.
holy days. Y'all completely go on. Oh well, it's the Sabbath. Sunday's the Sabbath. We don't. Okay, well, it's the Sabbath. Then why y'all make other people work then if it's the Sabbath every Sunday? Here it is, the Sabbath, and they'll go to a night, faithfully go to a nice restaurant every day and talk about it's a day of rest, this and that. So there's nothing but bullshit in these churches, man. You know, people are starting to see that. Go ahead,
I got Sirach 10, 23. It is not meet to despise the poor man that have understanding. Neither is it convenient to magnify a simple name. Jumping up, verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the house.
That's right. Hey, man, the beginning of pride is when they depart from the law, statutes, and commandments, and then they depart from his wisdom and knowledge, man. You know, now they're prideful. Well, I'm a Christian. I'm a Muslim. I'm a Seventh-day Adventist.
Yeah.
You know, they come up with, they always state what they are proudly. Like, whatever, well, I'm a, and they say it like,
That's what it said in Neely Fuller.
Oh,
Nigga
yeah.
always
Yep,
boasts
yep,
of
yep.
what,
That's
his,
showism.
his
accolades,
his
yeah, yeah.
denomination.
Right.
But nigga,
They
I'm
say,
from this.
I'm from
Nigga,
the Third
yeah.
Trinity, the Brethren, Church of the Brethren.
But then you can't tell. They can't tell you what their nationality is.
Right.
Right.
I'm from
Because all
Church
they
of the
tell you
Brethren.
is I'm a title.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm over on 3rd Street, Pastor Kennedy, the 3rd Smith.
Right.
You know, 20 years.
Took the nigga, he leave off what he by off the material.
Right.
Just like the so-called black woman.
Yeah.
She leaves off material. You know?
Yeah.
And that's proud.
PhD. Say it on that. Oh, come on, go ahead.
It says, the beginning of pride is when one departed from the hour, and his heart is turned away from his maker. For pride is the beginning of sin. He that have it shall pour out abomination. Right? And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them.
And then that's going right into these niggas these wicked so-called niggas and Latinos and Native Americans are of their father the devil.
Yep.
Because who's more prideful than the so-called white man? Okay, so now you have molded your ways after him. You want to be prideful just like him.
It's going to say, worship the cool man.
That's proud. It's Rock 25.
Here it is, you ain't got nothing. A
Poor
bumper.
man, that's proud.
Hey, what do you own?
Right. Because every poor person is supposed to be humble.
God,
But then you
Right.
proud?
God.
Man, that's a
You
double
might
negative.
see a Jake on the street, a bum on the street. You might, hey, you got some change. You might give him 50 cents. That's it.
That's it.
You ain't got $1. You ain't got $1. You might give
Got
him.
my
I mean, if you
change
gave
in,
him 10 cents
motherfucker.
or some pennies, he should be
It's more
like
than he got,
grateful. You
yeah.
know, like yo, thank you. He would be better off being grateful. He might get more. Yo, that dude said thank you. Was appreciated. I gave him 25 cents. He was ecstatic. You come out the store, you like, here's $20, bro.
Right.
You know, but might have been the test.
Yep.
You know, he said, man, you ain't got a 50 cent, man. Okay, he take that shit. Trying to give me. You ain't got no dollars. Now they outside, so you ain't got. It used to be change.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
you ain't got a couple dollars.
Right.
A couple of dollars. What happened to change?
Look at your shoes. You'll give you 50 cents.
Yo, and then you might help them out one time. Next day you come through. They come with the same Joe. Instead of being like, yo, I'm gonna leave him alone. He gave me some money last time. Yo, you ain't got some more dollars. Change. Like, yo, goddamn, nah, hell no. Hell no. I'm not helping y'all no more. No. I ain't got. They come up to me now. I say no. I'm fucked. You know, unless the Lord, lays the spirit on me. Because basically, if they go keep asking, they use it for wickedness.
Hell yeah.
You know, when's the last you seen a bum on the street? He done asked for change for a couple of weeks. Next day, you don't see him no more. Now he's doing all right. Off that change you gave me, I got back on my feet. Yo, thank you, appreciate
bought
it.
a
Now they
mansion.
got me a job. I'm off drugs now. They cleaned up, drinking water, and I stopped drinking beer. You know, yeah, you might help them out anymore. Like, all right, keep going. But hey, you don't see that happening, man. They out what? Getting drunk, buying
Getting
drugs,
Yep,
getting high, doing all types of wickedness, man. You know, go ahead,
For pride is the beginning of sin. He that have it shall pour out abominations. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities
Yep.
and overthrew them utterly. The Lord had cast down the thrones of proud princes and set up the meek in their stead.
Hey, the Lord gonna cast down Esau and set us up, man. He's a proud prince, man.
That's
In the book, it's all in the book of all the Gospels. It says the prince of this world is already judged, and that's Esau Edom, man.
Go back to Matthew's 5th chapter.
Yep, we the meek.
The meek.
Meek shall inherit the earth.
When is a proud king ruled forever? When does a proud king live forever?
I know, right?
When has a proud man just ruled and ruled
Yep.
and no calamity has happened to him? You know?
It says, the Lord hath plucked up the roots of the proud nation and planted the lowly in their place.
Right, look what happened to Nebuchadnezzar.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he was out there
Yep.
eating grass.
He grabbed,
Beats.
barking like a dog. The angels was looking at him.
Yeah, like,
Is that a human?
right.
Hey, he was the first rain.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Woo, woo, woo.
Yep.
Yeah, the angels was looking at him like, yo.
Yeah.
That's how Ray came about.
To the sea lion and
Angels was like, yo, we
Nebuchadnezzar.
got a new species. Like, go ahead,
It says, the Lord overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundation of the earth.
Hey, the Lord is the one who did that.
That's
Okay?
right.
The Lord is the one who brought these heathen nations down, these armies. That was all the Lord. And our people have through Christianity have forgot about, the Lord is a man of war, man. He's about people getting put to death. He's about little kids, little babies, women and children and men getting slaughtered and put to death. Read the scriptures. Read the Bible that you so-called Christians say y'all read and believe in. It's nothing but bloodshed, war, destruction. And all the our people that went against the law, statutes, and commandments and wanted to be like the other nations, they got punished. So death is all through and judgment. But our people think, oh God, he's just a nice. That's the angry God in the Old Testament. Now he's a nice guy now. He doesn't do anything. That's Satan you're talking about. Go ahead,
The Lord overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundation of the earth. He took some of them away and destroyed them and have made their memorial to cease from the earth. Pride was not made for men, nor fierce anger for them that are born of a woman.
What's that? Sirach 10?
Come.
Okay.
It says, they that fear the Lord are a sure seed, and they that love him in honorable plan. They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed. They that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed.
Okay, going into pride, what is homosexual slogan? Gay pride.
Oh, yeah.
Pride flag. They have that prideful spirit. You can't. It's my body.
That's that abortion
Yep.
bullshit.
You know what I'm saying?
My body,
They have
my
that prideful
choice.
spirit.
Well, that's sacrificing your kids on the Molech
Yeah.
right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Because who knows what Esau Edom's going to do with the body parts of that child, the organs of that child.
Well, you know, Cheney's now getting pregnant.
No, what the fuck was that thing?
I'm trying to think about what I said.
I don't even want to fucking have that shit in my mind, man. But it was a vagina for men.
Oh, the strap-on vagina.
Fucking disgusting, man.
They got a strap-on vagina now. Well, man, bro, I don't even want to go. I don't even know what I saw. Anyway,
That shit was disgusting, man. It just showed.
That's why we gotta get the hell up out of here.
Yes.
We gotta get the hell up out
Yes,
of here,
man.
Anyway, moving on.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, keep going.
Verse 20. Among brethren, he that is chief is honorable. So are they that fear the Lord in his eyes.
Right. You know, and the ones that fear the Lord, the elect, hey man, like Yahushua said, he cometh quickly and his reward is with him. You know, you're gonna see reward for all the work that you did for Yahushua. You know, all the channels that got deleted, all the videos that got removed. Hey, the angels are watching, man. They're giving a report to Yahweh. Okay? So everything you've done for the Lord, man, is recorded. Okay? And it's gonna be addressed as well, man. All right, keep going up.
The fear of the Lord goes before the obtaining of authority.
Dang.
Right, man. And go ahead.
Like I said,
Go ahead.
before you get any type of authority, you have to fear the Lord. You know,
You gotta have order
you gotta
discipline.
have order discipline.
You can't be emotional.
Right.
You do what you want.
Hey, look at all the righteous kings of Israel, man. Y'all feared the Lord, man.
Well, we read about them.
Yep.
Their name never got wiped out of the earth.
Facts. That's whole name.
But there's been many wicked kings.
Yeah.
You
don't hear about it. Right.
You gotta dig deep.
Yeah.
And it says, that goddamn Jimbo, man. That's that tranny sound. It says,
There's that Northern Kingdom music.
yeah, Jimbo.
It isn't raining. It isn't raining. Niggas riding down the street with the windows.
All right. And it's cold.
They got some music playing. That goes in the pride. Y'all gonna hear what I'm listening to right there. Okay? It's for y'all, it ain't for me. Go ahead.
The fear of the Lord goeth before the obtaining of authority, but roughness and pride is the losing thereof.
That's right. Pride is losing, man. You know, the majority of all these people are prideful. Right? Okay? Go ahead. Al.
It's true.
It says, whether he be rich, noble, or poor, their glory is the fear of the Lord. Everything. You got to get out here and be rich. You think you go to themselves. But it's
Yeah, righteous men, they gave all praises to, you know, the most Yahushua, because they know that their riches came from. Hey, look at Job, man.
Yep.
He knew all his riches came from the Lord.
Yep.
You know?
whether he be rich, noble, or poor, their glory is the fear of the Lord. It's not meet to this. I read this before, but it is not meet to despise the poor man that have understanding. Neither is it convenient to magnify his sinfulness.
And having the fear of the Lord, and even when you get riches, you understand having that fear of the Lord, that those riches can be taken away at any time.
Any moment.
So you're not walking around with pride. Oh, I got this, I got that. I'm always have this.
What
You know?
said? There's nothing from the Lord to make a man rich.
Nothing, man. Right.
Yep.
You know, and the Lord fashioned the earth, the stars,
Yep.
the heavens, the different planets, the
You
galaxies.
still looking at those numbers? K2.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know, bro. It's like
What?
like another world on top of another world,
They ain't got oxygen up there.
bro. That's kind. You know, like it's nothing for him to, you know, hey, he can make you all of a sudden you just, why am I digging? You come outside your house, why am I digging? I said, you hit, what is this? It could be a gold brick, you know. Hey, you digging? Oh, I'm rich now. You know, it's very light, you know, very easy for the Lord to, you know, give you riches, man. You know, the Lord giveth and taketh away, man. He setteth up kings and taketh down kings.
That's right.
You know. Go ahead, Doc.
Last one.
Come on.
Great men and judges and potentates shall be honored. Yet is there none of them greater than he that feareth the Lord.
That's right, man. There's none greater than he that fears the Lord. You know, because the Lord is with that person that's fearing the Lord. So, hey, man, like the scripture says, if the Lord is with us, who can be against us? That's right. You know,
scripture says it talks about you don't want to be kind of fighting
Right.
against the Lord.
Con, that's right. That's right.
If I could just say too, you got brothers trying to go deep, man. Just fear the Lord. Start
Right.
with fear the Lord. That's an honor. That's an honorable thing the Lord delights in.
They want to
You
be the top prophet.
Right.
They want to
You know?
be. I want to be the top guy.
Right.
I want to have all the precepts. You know.
Make sure you're walking right.
Yeah,
Right.
walk
Right.
right.
You know, and it's more than just like it's more about views. It's more than just
Right.
And make sure you have
your heart's got to be right.
You're right.
I got a
you got the
precept.
right mindset, man.
That's right.
You got it, bro.
Go ahead.
If,
We'll close out. After
okay.
you pull that out.
This is Micah 6:8. He has shown thee, O man, what is good, and what doeth Yahweh require of thee, but to do justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with thy power. And all those things go into fearing the Lord.
Being humble.
Facts.
You know.
Which was never taught.
What's the opposite of pride? Being humble.
Yup.
You know. Hey, Rod, you can close out.
Hey, so with that being said, Lord willing, you're edified, another weekend prophesying the downfall is wicked self for kingdom. Want to give all praises to
Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Kakadash.
double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the 100% truth according to the Bible and who we will. Double shalom to all you.
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Kwam Yasharala,
Kwam Yashala, DTA, Bob the Ball.
Baba Ball. Shalom.
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 Ain't none.